now we're live.
Hello and welcome to Pop Culture Archivist number 10.
Sorry.
There was no getting in, was there? There was no segue. The boom right here.
I still haven't got it down yet.
I'm being held against my will. Can someone please pray for me and help me right now?
We're holding them with double stuffed Oreos and Twinkies and all this other stuff. So
stop talking about your sex moves.
That sounds fantastic. Dude, you want to start gently, okay? You got to learn the art of foreplay. Just build up.
I do foreplay very well, sir. I usually put on sandpaper gloves and offer reach arounds.
No, you're the
They love the sandpaper. They just don't like the skin disappearing. That's the problem.
Listen, each to their own.
What's that smell? Burnt skin?
Listen, I see Springer, baby. You can find anybody who's into anything.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn the TV down.
Somehow that scares me.
Okay,
but it's lovely to meet you, Rabbi. I've seen you on a bunch of streams, especially on Loki, and I hear you're quite an artist.
I know. I know of you well. I always see you in the chat everywhere.
Yeah, I'm like one of those Vegas hookers, but with teeth. I try to work on my personality, and it's just as funny.
And he's always beating up someone.
Yeah, but
did you see what? Just a second, I gotta put this up.
Actually, one of my regrets about becoming religious, which I did when I was about 20, is I will never go with it. I will never have known the life of going with a Vegas hooker. You know, I was like, I'm gonna have to forego that in my life. I imagine it's quite good.
Okay, so Yeah, I know. We got Rabbi over here, and then we got Steven down there. If you ever heard anything, but
who's Steven
wants to say something really fast. So can you?
Yeah. For those that are familiar with Drew, aka he's fingering me. Supreme Heretic. His computer supposedly died last night. Right. He does the Pegasus streams as well. Works for Bounty Unit Comics and other stuff. There'll be a PayPal link that will help him get a new PC or help repair his old one. So if you guys can't donate, if you can take that link and retweet it out, tag some of your friends just to get it out there. I think the community should help him just the way they helped me get my computer months ago, or I wouldn't be here right now. So that's what I gotta say. Supreme Heretic deserves our help just as much as anyone else in the community would need our help. And thank you, Dickie. You are a strong, thick, throbbing man of attention.
And you're not bad yourself, sir.
You're like a baby's arm holding an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something good because it was the 10th show, so I was like, why don't we bring two awesome dudes together and let them meet one another? So
I'm sorry, Miss Briggs. I forgot you were in the chat. Please don't cancel me. It was lovely knowing everyone on my last day on YouTube. You can send me a postcard later.
Yeah, Steven, hey Apollo, what's up, brother? Lord Plot, we got who would do this? We got Clobbering, Mike. We got Charlotte.
Garbage.
We got Raquel. We got Ash. Shut up, Ash.
I didn't even say anything.
There's Lord Thoth. There's Apollo.
Yeah. Yeah, Apollo. Nice to see you.
Right there. I can say there's a whole list of people. Right. I'm looking at them right now.
We got
Are they
Garbage.
real, or did Jed just make 10 accounts?
Oh, I think I made a couple accounts. We got Mark D with a C. What's up, brother? Oh no, the hookers are past the 15-minute limit or whatever. I know. So yeah, he is.
May I say, there's some things you do not want to skip money on. A good accountant, a good hooker. Okay, don't don't skimp money on a hooker. Always go for the.
I have a question with that, Rabbi. Though I have a question with that, though. What's a better hooker, the one with teeth that could scrape you, or the ones without teeth? Just so you have that extra.
I always go with teeth.
This is such a good segue.
I will go for hookers that are good enough that they both had teeth and the salesmanship not to attack me with those teeth. Right? I would. That's the kind of classy lady I go for. Right? The ones that, unless.
What about like a boxing mouth guard? Would that work?
Who knew there's a hooker hierarchy? Yes, there is, Claude. Did you know
no, there
that?
is a hooker hierarchy. There is a hooker hierarchy. That's where bottom bitch comes from. Bottom bitch is the top hooker. You know, yeah.
Again, last day on YouTube. Thank you all.
Yeah, like
since I'm the young one, are these just all future life lessons for me to one day follow?
Yeah. Well, I sent Ash a link to some chick in the UK that she literally listened to this one, and he's like, what the fuck do you think I'm gonna go near her? I was like, she's in the UK. Stay the fuck away from crazy. Okay.
Someone of Jed's stature thinks the UK is so small that everyone literally lives next door to each other.
No,
they basically do.
Well, you are. It's like what is that one that was in the American politician that was in Alaska? Like, I could look out my window and see Russia. I'm like, you are nuts.
Oh, that was Palin.
Yeah, Palin. That's the one. Sarah Palin. Thank you. I'm like, you got good eyesight. That's what 20 times 10. Like, what is this?
I know. I'm like, hey, how do you do that right over there? I don't know. It takes hours
because the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
No, not that again.
No,
I'm gonna mute myself.
Here's the thing. She lives about 2 hours away from him. So I was like, if you ever run into this
I don't even know where she's from. Jed's the one fucking looking her up.
No, you even told me. You looked at the ad and you said,
she lives near Canada, very, very north of America, very snowy northy America.
Sir, I am Canadian, so I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
No, not in Canada. One of the most northern parts of America. Where is it? Not Nebraska. I don't know. Big snowy place.
You mean like the Rocky Mountains?
Could be. I don't know. It could be the same place they set that Mel Gibson movie in. Fat Man. Have you ever seen Fat Man?
I love that movie.
I love that movie. I'm a big Christmas movie man, which is strange for being a rabbi, but I do love Christmas. I love Christmas movies. Yeah.
Alaska. Oh, okay. So, Rev, I want to get this out of the way, then we can just go bullshit about what we like in pop culture and stuff. Rabbi, you have how many days left on your stuff, and I will share it. So,
okay. Well, here's the deal. I don't really know.
Okay.
On Thursday, where I'm getting some new artwork in, and so basically, I think we're going to say at some point in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start fulfilling it. At some point in next week next week to 2 weeks, I'm going to say when that's where we're cutting off the stretch goals, right? If we get to this much money at this time, then we can act as those stretch goals. So I'd like to get to at least $8,000 where everybody gets a free poster, right?
Yeah.
We get $10,000, we get more for the male gaze cards. We like the male gaze cards. Basically something. But I think we're going to have to cut it off in the next week to 2 weeks. That's basically where we are right now because we've got to start the next campaign. Yeah, and then maybe if you're up for this, we can get your audience. You can get the chat. I'm trying to gauge what will be my third campaign. I got two options. I'll pitch them both to you. You can tell me which. The chat can tell me which ones they prefer.
Because your chat is basically a lot of people from your chat and like Stevens and everybody else, and so we're all blended chat.
I deserve a card of me in a bikini picking up a nickel.
Go ahead, Ben.
Like the dark side of the moon.
There is no dark side of the moon.
There is. I've seen
it. There is a dark side of Amber Turd.
I would also like to quickly say, yes, it was Tina Fey, not Sarah Palin herself. So I will stand corrected on that one.
Yeah. So, Rabbi, go ahead.
Okay, fascinating thing. When they did a porn parody within 30 Rock, right? They had some part of it. They used the person who did the porn parody of Sarah Palin to do the porn parody of Tina Fey in the 30 Rock porn parody.
Yeah.
If you follow the logic there. So
So,
there you go. That's a little bit of trivia for you.
okay, what
How
are your
lovely.
3 options that you have?
I'm sorry?
What are your 3 options that you
Of
said
what?
you wanted to pitch out to the audience?
Oh, 2 options. Oh, okay, we can do it right now. Fine. Either
Yeah.
a James Bond book or a Superman book, right? Superman
Uh-huh.
book, they'll both be like knockoffs, obviously. Yeah, it'll be like, Homelander, Superman. You know he's Superman.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a celebration of Superman, of everything that is Superman, and which so I wanted to start off like it basically will be an alternate Earth Superman.
Yeah.
So the Fortress of Solitude is this like massive metal and crystalline structure in the lower orbit, as opposed to Antarctica. So start off first page. It's a close up of Superdog, because you've got to have Superdog in it, because Superman is pure Americana, which is what I think has been. So sort of he's petting Superdog, really like, and I'm thinking like Frank Quietly's type of like pencil like line art. So you pull out slowly, and he sees on this massive structure, and I want to get that like majesty of Superman, the kind of like that Richard Donner, that's like as he pull out. You see the big, the massiveness of the structure he's on. Anyway, so the idea is that that universe's version of Lois Lane has an interview with the Superman, right? Mm-hmm. So he comes and brings her up to the Fortress of Solitude, and then that universe's Mr. McClisnick turns up and boom, hits him with a reality ray. Then everything goes white. Next page, you're in a 1930s style, like a 1936 style Superman comic. Right, and the narrative continues, but in that style, right? And he's able to break through that, and he gets into a 1950s style. And he breaks out of that and gets into the 1970s, and he gets into the 80s, and then goes through the different styles of Superman through the age until like he becomes like the last couple of pages, he's like a black woman in the SJW Superman. They're like, what's going on? No.
Wait. If you're going to go down that road, you have an opportunity to do the red and blue energy versions as well and make them go full SJW at the same time. You can have the blue-haired one, and then you can have the red-haired one. So blue and red pill right there.
Speaking of weird purple-haired weirdos, I saw the story about the Discovery getting the GLAAD award. And I saw the kid who plays Gray in Star Trek Discovery, which is awful. If you get a choice of watching Star Trek Discovery or getting a fist up your ass, get the fist up your ass, okay?
I would definitely take the fist up my ass, because at least I know they will pull out and it will be over.
So in this series, they've had this kid called Gray dating this other, who cares? But they're the trans couple. So I saw the picture of them in real life. They are weirder and freakier. This Gray kid is freakier, looks more alien-esque in like every day than they do in Star Trek. They're like, what? I don't even know what they are. There's like they're trans. Totally, they're a girl, but like he's a guy, but he's a girl, and she's a girl, but she's a guy. Like, for God's sake, you're weirdos, okay?
And they have no eyebrows either. They're just
yeah. This is
my God! Look at Steven.
I have a question, Rabbi. If you get a certain tier, will you dye your beard blue by chance, just for like a day?
Oh yeah, no problem.
I would love it.
No problem. But look, I'll need a lot of money for that. Although, wait a minute, Yom Ha'atzmaut coming up. That's Israel Independence Day. That's Thursday. I tell you, if we hit 10 grand, okay, 10 grand. By Thursday, dye my beard blue. No problem.
Oh my God.
If someone's mic is going staticky, but no one blame me for that idea, and just blame that blue-haired girl in my avatar. Just blame her.
Okay. I like her.
I like your artwork. Those cards are amazing, and like,
thank you.
I hope you get more.
Was it Dominic Rancho? Yes, if you want, I will. Let me just share the screen one day.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Rabbi.
Yeah, a second. Let's go. I'll start over here. We start with that one, and then go share screen. Ka-dang! It's an application tab.
And Geek Tropology, dude, you got amazing hair, bro. You should get into the hair to menace too. Hell yeah.
So
Yeah,
there you go.
does.
There you go. So yeah, this is I mean, let me zoom out a little bit so we can see it.
Zoom out. Zoom in.
Zoom in, baby.
Zoom in on the hips.
Close up.
Okay,
Close up.
we can
Close
go
up.
through more details. This is the first of the art cards. It's called. Now these are based on my. We just lost something.
That's better.
These are based on my 12-year-old masturbatory fantasies. My 12-year-old masturbatory fantasies, and may I say, my taste has always been excellent, absolutely excellent. So this one is based on they're all genre related. This one is based on the James Bond one. It's called Keeping the British End Up. Clearly, I like it, doing an excellent job capturing that Bond-esque feel. Again, Donald Bradley on the art. This is for the male gaze. The second of the cards. If you like a bit of Space 1999. Have you ever seen Space 1999 there, Steven Sokol?
Actually, no. I've missed a whole lot of classic stuff.
Well, let me tell you, this is so much better. This is the best version of you ever seen.
I'm sold, sir.
They have these guns, and the background's perfect. But other than that, this is superior in every way. Does
she have legs coming out of her butt? Or is that just the background? I'm sorry. I honestly love this. I love this because
she's got a little mannequin coming out.
But that blaster looks cool, though.
She might have something up above. That is true.
She's beautiful.
So is Judge Anderson.
Holy Nikes.
Judge Anderson. We call this one Don't Even Think It, Citizen. Don't even think it's Citizen. But unfortunately, Judge Anderson, we're all thinking it. What are we thinking? We're thinking, Judge Anderson, you are such an incredible professional. I would be
careful with the nipples, though, because that might get the stream taken down.
Do you know how many times this has been on the channel?
Yeah, no, because I have not known.
You have to understand
other channels.
Judge Anderson is a professional. She's a professional. She might be feeling the cold, obviously, but she can help bear up. And Judge Anderson, are you okay? Yes, I'm so okay. I want to jiggle up and down. Well, if you have to. Oh, yes, jiggle. But you can recreate this at home. My personal favorite is called No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Steve Scott, did you ever see Doctor Who in the 80s?
I've actually, when I first got into Doctor Who, I think I got reintroduced when Eccleston came back. I then went back in time and started with the black and whites, like the World of the Cybermen, and went all the way through it. So my memory's fuzzy, but I do remember most of it. And that TARDIS definitely needed that pose because it would have brought
absolutely.
a lot.
Yeah. She's she actually did wear this costume in an episode, but most of the time they just had her in spandex. We call this one No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. However, that's not really true. There was much Hanky Panky in the TARDIS in my own personal fan fiction, Perry and the Time Rotor of Love.
Terry, it's bigger on the inside, right? So if it's got to be bigger on the inside, it's got to hold a lot of big somethings, you know. So there's so many rooms. If you remember that one episode where they're trapped in there with the Dream Lord,
I do.
So so there has to be multiple rooms where he's doing something other because the man never takes a crap. So there's got to be a room for everything in there.
And the one where they go to Gallifrey.
Yeah,
you know what they're doing? They're looking to the right tools to repair the environmental controls on the Enterprise D.
Is that Deanna Troi?
That is Deanna Troi.
That doesn't make sense though. She's not crying.
It's awfully hot. It's awfully hot on the Enterprise D.
Yeah,
and so she had to take all her clothes off, but she's kept a Delta badge on, so she's on duty still. This week on this card. I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. This card is perhaps my favorite. So
I have a question about the Deanna Troi, though. Is there going to be a variant called "I sense I'm stuck to this leather chair"? She gets up. That's all you hear.
I think that would be just fantastic.
Nice.
This card, we call the Force is female. The Force is female. We've got to reclaim this terminology. Princess Leia.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it fantastic?
You drew these. You drew these all yourself, right?
No. This is by Dominic Ratcho, the artist on one of my comics, The Imperium. But yeah, I like the Princess Leia. Seemingly quite happy. She doesn't have to worry about the revolution anymore. All she has to worry about is making Jabba as happy as she's making me, and she's doing a good job. Bib Fortuna, not that interested. But Silas B. Craft, I see where that, baby. Yeah, so he knows what's going on. So anyway,
yeah, Crumb's like, what's going on?
Yeah. So you get these are the extras you get when you buy my 2 graphic novels, The Imperium and Biblical. I mean, you can just get the extras on their own, but it's worth getting. Now, if we hit $8,000, you get where is it? This poster over here. You can get it as an add-on right now, but it's we call this one A Bohemian in Time and Space. There's another poster called The Eyes Have It, and we have Great Capaldi one, and we have another classic. Was it Great Balls of Fire? Well, here, let me check out this Capaldi. He really nails it.
Oh,
he's got those eyes.
I remember, like, when I saw that one episode with the opening scene where he comes in riding the tank playing the guitar.
I love it.
It's still one of my favorite too, because he does play in a band, right? He does know how to play the guitar. That was all him, and that was just like, yes. And they're like, if the way you look at it, if you remove, people might not agree with me, but if you take Clara Oswald out of the series, you wouldn't have that whole storyline of her trying to make an alien Time Lord in touch with his humanity when he has no humanity. He just loves humanity. And that's where I think it started getting intertwined with BS to a point. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think the Capaldi's biggest problem was he had 2 seasons too few. He should have had five seasons. And B, his first season was his weakest. The idea of him like doing freshly, very very freshly regenerated and very alien and aloof. You didn't connect with him. Like by the time, but when he came out on that tank, that first episode of the second season, I was like, yes. Now he's the Doctor, and I'm like much happy about it.
I will say this: Capaldi is as close as you're ever going to get to Tom Baker. Like,
well, Capaldi is a wonderful blend of Baker and Pertwee. So if ever I'm in the movie Who I watch Capaldi, I feel like I'm watching 3.
Yeah, it's a shame how dirty they did him. You know, it breaks my heart.
Although I have to tell you, looking forward to Suicide Squad, and I'm loving it being on HBO Max. HBO Max is my streaming service of choice right now. Although I do like, Netflix is always reliable.
Yeah, but Netflix hasn't been getting anything decently.
I don't know. I like what's the word? I like Jupiter's Legacy. That looks like exciting. There's some good things on Netflix. I genuinely quite like Netflix. But I see nobody else. Nobody else agrees.
Sorry, I was lost in Capaldi's eyes.
Wait! All of a sudden, you're gonna hear "In Your Eyes" playing in the background.
No, I don't have that up.
I like Claude Paris says Diana's leaving ghost farts for Picard. I know.
Claude.
They should never have promoted her.
I sense a stench.
That'll be the message then.
Yeah, I was like, Retro, did the missus coming in your back room?
Yeah, that'll be it.
No. Get this, like his missus did that the other day when I was on a call with him, and he was just, like, I just can't. But Steven, it was bad.
What was bad?
Oh, about what Retro's missus did. Ash.
What?
Bad.
We're talking about
that was a bit of a bold statement you made there, mate.
bad.
Hey,
Ash.
whoa! We're talking about Doctor Who. I thought we just
Yeah, but where's
talk about
Doctor Who?
other
Yeah, where's Doctor Who? I don't see him.
Jodie Whittaker is
I don't
exceptionally
see him.
influential. She
I
is
don't
a
see
doctor.
him.
She's part of the roster.
You're laughing. You can't even get the sentence out to get your joke.
I know.
made.
He can't even get the sentence out.
I'll turn my eyes.
She just got a shocked look on her face all the time. She's so invested in everything she does. She's that amazed by everything. Her mouth is open in every scene. Oh God!
Hey, Jodie Whittaker. Jodie Whittaker is one of the few people that can make me lose my erection.
It's okay. Whenever I get naked before the shower, the mirror loses my erection. So
well, you didn't lose it last Saturday, so he got a chub in the tub.
What?
I didn't get a chub in the tub. I know. I was in the tub. You wanted me to have a chub, you sick bastard.
He was on our stream and he goes, "Hey, I got a chub in the tub." I was like.
Listen. Again. Let me tell you, I'm nearly 50. When you get a chub, you don't waste it, baby.
You breed it and you put a little mini top hat on it from your Lego collection. You go to town, bro.
I like just only massage it back into submission, back to sleep. No,
that sounds like you're turning into silly putty though. That'd be weird. Hold on, let me flatten this out and put it against the newspaper. I love this comic.
I can actually copy comic strips with it. That's true. That's my superpowers. I can copy comic strips with my penis.
Well, my life's complete. Thank you for having me.
I mean, it's a copy method. You know, nothing freaky, of course. Nothing freaky.
No, nothing freaky at all. No. Perfectly normal.
Apologies, we forgot to announce this stream is not for kids. Repeat, this stream is not for kids.
It's also not for masseuses.
This afternoon we're painting with numbers.
When my kids were like little, like 5, I taught them to like do this thing. I had them sit my knee and I said, okay, I said, so where do babies come from? They go, well, first we sprinkle the magic dust that calls the fairy, that flies all the way to the South Pole, that gets the stalk, that brings a bundle of joy, that takes it all the way back home and comes down the chimney. And then they have sex. They did me proud, my kids. They did me proud. Well done. I would do this like our family dinners. I would say, look, kids, if you behave well, I'll tell you which one is adopted. Okay, just hang out there. We'll find out.
Wait, look at what Charlotte said. Let me see if I can. She said this. She said, just by having Rabbi in the title, that's enough of a warning.
It really should be. It really should. I mean, listen, look, is my reputation not enough yet, really? I mean, is anybody surprised?
Oh, I
think your voice gravitates people, and then they see the bikini shots and it just makes it so much better. But
you know, everybody thinks Rabbi, they think bikini shot. That's
sir, you would definitely rock one. You know, we can get you like a James Bond one with like Austin Power nipple cannons.
But I totally forgot. My first book was a Superman book, right? The second book, we're trying to tell you, is a James Bond book. Okay, so picture this: James Bond, essentially played by Pierce Brosnan as he is today. So he's like late 60s, maybe like he's old. He's a silver fox, right? Okay, so. And he hates everybody in MI6. They're all stupid, idiot children, and they're all girls, and they've all been promoted, and none of them can do anything, right? They're all useless, and he hates all of them, and they're all condescending SJWs. Fine. So it starts off, pre-title sequence. He's on a mission with this other, like, useless female agent girl who's just been promoted for nothing.
Useless female.
Sorry?
Useless female. That sounds like
Useless
the
female.
new Bond movie that's gonna come out.
I don't think any female is useless. It's not the fact that the female is useless. I think the writing of the character development is what's useless. The person itself or the character itself can't be anything more than the character by name unless the writing builds that character. If you can't write the characteristics of personality, then that character's going to be dead in the water upon delivery.
Yes.
Everything. Here's the weird thing about this new movie. Everything they said sounds like the worst movie ever. It sounds like there's gonna be James Bond, Me Too, which is now out of date. Like they moved on from Me Too, right, a long time ago. But so there's that going on. But everything I've seen, the trailer looked fantastic. So I don't know. Anyway, this book. So wait, let me tell you. So they're on this mission to stop this pathogen being released. And the lady one is useless because she goes and hits this guy who's like a wall of muscle, and he of course just kills her. So anyway, James Bond managed to stop the main pathogen being released, but the other one gets released, creating a pandemic not like the one we've just experienced. Right. So that's the end of the pre-title sequence. So afterwards, he's back in London. He's being blamed by the idiot, stupid girl M for releasing this pathogen, even though it wasn't his fault. So that night at home, a couple of assassins break in and they try and kill him. But it turns out he's James Bond, so he wins. And there's a MI6 assassin and a Spectre assassin. He works out that Spectre has infiltrated every echelon of Western government and civilization. Right? They've infiltrated everything. So he goes to interrogate M. And then they changed his code name. He's now X7. He hates being X7, so he's torturing M for information. At the end, he says, "Finally, just say my name." And she goes, "Oh," and then he shoots her in the face before she says the 7. Therefore, I avoid the copyright. Blood everywhere, and there's then you cut to like a security camera footage where he looks up at it and he shoots and he says, "Oh, now I'm coming for you." He shoots at the camera. So basically, the body of the plot is Felix Leiter, who's also been out on a limb, has to rescue Blofeld. So these 3 old codgers can save the world against now again, this is purely fictional, purely 100% fictional, a conspiracy between big tech and politics and media to steal a U.S. election. And crazy, I know, completely fictional.
None like that would ever happen.
So anyway,
never.
There's a puppet like president put in, a guy, who can hardly walk upstairs. Crazy, it could never happen, right? It could never happen. So anyway. So we're at the inauguration. No one's allowed near there because who knows what could be happening. So, but Bond breaks in. He shoots and he assassinates the president and then blows up a bomb, killing everyone. Right, wiping out. So that's how it goes. This was all Blofeld's plan. Because what he then did was frame extreme left-wing insurgents. So, because they were going to use this as an excuse to wipe out anybody who was like on the right-hand side of the spectrum. So he was blaming left-wing insurgents, thus creating a balance and using the system against them. I will call it In Service to Nothing, right? So there you go. They're the 2 comics I'm thinking of doing as my 3rd campaign. The reason I'm favoring James Bond right now is because I can get it out at the premiere exactly the same time that No Time to Die comes out. So and people will be pissed off, and they'll want real Bond, and they want real Bond to get revenge. So I think that could make money.
I had a question now. This was a thought, real quick. Yeah. James Bond in the TARDIS traveling around.
No, I can see.
Could that work?
Basically, a cold-blooded assassin.
Yeah.
And like if he went to the TARDIS, the Doctor would make him better. I mean, that's an interesting idea.
No, if he was the Doctor, think about it this way: instead of the Doctor, it was James Bond who owned the TARDIS.
Ooh.
Again, I think he will basically just go and find his parents and save their life. And then he'll burn the TARDIS.
So you say he would go the Bruce Wayne route and it would end up conflicting the timelines.
Then you just end up a flashpoint.
But he will probably then just like destroy the TARDIS after he saves his parents and kill himself to get rid of that paradox. That's probably what will go down.
I got one thing. We got to do this. Dr. Monkey. I can't do it as good as Mike.
Hi,
so.
Jim.
Nah.
What's up,
only
brother?
Mike does it best. You know, we need to clip Mike saying it and then just play that every time.
Actually, we can do that when we get the full stream card. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll do him doing that. So welcome, brother. Yeah. So, what do you guys in the chat think of? Do you think the Superman one is better? Do you think the James Bond was better? Which one do you guys like more?
Both.
Yeah.
I only go do one at a time. So
Superman might be a better one because they're already destroying those types of things, and if you can nail it the way that it makes Superman brought into light, it'd be great. Because if you do something that's James Bond and that movie does come out and it tarnishes the Bond legacy, you then have something to build on to fix it with your own style and physique. Sorry, not physique, but finesse.
I wouldn't put
your physique is still fine, sir. You look like a wonderful, sexy blueberry. I will not take that away from you.
I wouldn't be. I would be more like Bond's bumbling assistant who then gets killed.
So we got Superman.
One for Superman, one for Bond.
Yeah, we got one for Superman and one for Bond. So, is there anybody else? Welcome, Offward Adam. Is there anybody else in the chat? Superman or Bond? What do you think?
I'm conflicted because I would have said Bond, but after hearing Fat Steven go on about the whole superhero thing, and like, if the new Bond film is shit, then you have even more material to use to parody that.
I mean, but the thing is, I keep thinking, if somebody put out, like if Doomcock put out a comic book version of his version of the last season of Game of Thrones, when Game of Thrones was going, it was imploding, he would have been able to sell 5,000 copies.
Never watched the last season of Game of Thrones. I refused to after people said how bad it was. So I'd rather look at a Starbucks cup staring down a dragon at this point.
Exactly, because there was so much anger. So I think if you can grab that anger, you can make money out of it.
Clobbering got my back. Oh, wow.
Speaking of that,
a lot of people are saying Superman.
Yeah, a lot of people were Dr. Monkey, Mike, Mark D.
People like Superman. Oh, there's another one.
Lord Thoth. Yeah. A lot of people saying Superman.
Then I also, Rabbi, I have another question. How long until you're going to delve in and parody Batwoman from the CW?
Never. I can't even watch it. It's like, it's one of the things I find it painful to watch these things, right? Like I do, like I can't even do so much. I was amazed that the Superman and Lois show was good. I was scared to watch that, but like, oh god, I hate it when I have to review Discovery, Star Trek Discovery, or Doctor Who. Oh god, it's so bad. I can't take any more of this stuff. I can't do it, mate. Don't
do it. You look horrified.
It's just agony. I mean, Doctor Who and Star Trek are really the worst. They're absolutely. I mean, thank God they don't make many Star Wars things, but Star Wars, if it ever comes back, is going to be awful. It's like if they ever do, like, I think the Book of Boba Fett is going to be awful.
So yeah, I agree with you. Oh, did you guys see on my Twitter? And I wanted to show him this. I noticed this and I sent a screenshot of it. I got the receipt. I noticed that HBO Max wasn't letting people comment on. It said, "Oh, Game of Thrones, son, blah 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 blah." Don't and I was like, okay, that's weird. I was like, and I said, I was like, are you guys afraid of the truth? What's going on? Because they were like not letting people comment on their thing on Twitter, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's never a good look, is it? But all that's going, like, that freedom of speech is going. Essentially, as the way I can see it, the America and the Western world is heading towards a China-like capitalist communism, right? See, they worked out that capitalism works better in that people like to be able to make money and have things, right? But communism is better because they like to have total control. So basically, what they do is they like you say you can have whatever capitalist company you want. We just have a controlling seat on the board, but we're happy for you to make money. But that way, we can monitor if you do anything that can in any way upset our control. Now, that's the sort of things that's basically being put in place now with this new office of diversity. Like you're going to have prohibited speech and compelled speech and things like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just, and I just found it, I just found it extremely weird that they didn't let anybody comment. Like HBO, like, and it wasn't, and I went back through their posts on Twitter. It wasn't just that. They turned off comments to everything. Like full account wide. You can only you can only like and retweet. So
you know what that's called, right? I don't like criticism, so I'm going to take it away. Because I think this, it might be started later back, but if you guys remember the whole thing with the Susie Lou predicament that was happening on YouTube, and the other people like trying to take criticism as harassment when that was never the case. If you can't have criticism, you can never build from constructive criticism. Whether it's negative or positive, it's how you develop your craft. You're not going to have everyone like it. You're not going to have everyone hate it. But if people are giving you valid points to fix something or something you could fix on, guess what? You're making your own project or a property better and open to more people to enjoy it. It is never harassment when you're criticizing another type of artwork, a story, a movie, a TV series. Everyone is so afraid that they're going to be put down because not everyone's going to like it. You have to look at it as, guess what? That's how the life works. Just like when you work hard and you don't get the reward for working hard, it's the same thing. You're going to fail no matter how much effort you put in, but you're also going to succeed by the amount of effort you put in. It's a double-edged sword, and that's how we grow as people, humanity.
Yeah, I agree with that, Stephen. So I agree with that, and I said this several times. If you don't learn from the past, you're not going to do good in the future because you have to learn these lessons along the way too. You know, so.
Well, you know what? People don't want to acknowledge the past. We're getting to that type of people because the past makes them think and it makes them feel insecure or emotional. And that's the whole point of the past. So you don't do what happened back then. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable. That uncomfortability is good. It means you have a soul. You have an emotional connection to certain circumstances, and you can't ignore that.
So yeah, I agree with that fully.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sound like it's a special thing or anything.
Oh no, dude! You know what?
All right, well, fuck you, Jed. Okay, I didn't mean it.
Having said that, I just found the greatest YouTube clip of all time. I think I just shared it.
You got it right here.
This is insane. Yeah, one sec. Oh wait, it just went forward to the next one. Hang on. There, this is it. Check this out. This is so funny.
You are not a Jedi. He will be. Activate.
Did you hit the Jedi in the eye?
He hit the kid as well.
Disney
like,
Star
Wars. What do you expect Vader to do? Like, literally, like he's a bad guy.
Yeah, but he hurt the kid. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I think he was I don't think he was even joking. I think he was joking, but they didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I bet that guy was fired that day too. So
probably.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. No one. You know.
The favorite of those clips I've ever seen is when it's like that show, that Disney show, right? And they're at Disney, and the kid comes out with a lightsaber, and it's time to fight Darth Vader, and she won't. She puts the lightsaber down. She kneels so she can join the dark side. Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, one second. Let me find it for you.
I'm sorry. I was swept up in the beauty of your beard, sir. I'm sorry. I started drooling. I almost slipped off my chair.
Do we need to like put a towel down for you, Steven?
Oh, I put a bunch of towels down. I'm also sitting in like a crocodile mile, so if I drool just enough, I can slide all the way to the bathroom and back.
Well, that sounds like the missus, doesn't
here
it,
it is,
Retro?
here it is.
Not that. Ew, no, not like that. You sick bastard.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just share the screen.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot my ass was hanging out. My bad. Hey, there's Mace Windu. He does live.
Whoa.
He never died anyway, let's be honest.
No, he didn't. He went to Walmart.
Yeah.
He's that greeter. You know, you just never know.
Look at that short ass Darth Maul right there. Wasn't Ray Park bigger than that?
Probably.
But
So there you go. Oh, was it? Did you see the story? They're floating the rumor that Tom Hardy is going to be playing Picard in season 2 of Picard.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's going to be reprising his something about him reprising his role as the clone Picard.
what, they're gonna make Picard younger because they can't afford the assurance?
No, it's not that. It's Tom Hardy in his younger days played the clone Picard in one of the, I think it was Nemesis in the next gen film.
It was based on the last of the original.
Yeah,
run.
and we heard somewhere that he's going to be reprising that role.
Do you think that the whole little quote that the trial never ended was pretty much them saying, guess what? The first season never existed. We're getting rid of the canon. Don't want to do that. Picard apologized too much.
I think that's too clever.
Wait,
yeah,
they may
true.
pull a who shot JR moment?
Well, if you write it on Twitter and tag Kurtzman, he will plagiarize it. So you can always go down that.
Oh,
road.
yeah.
That's true. That is true.
You know what? And I have a good idea. You know what we should all do? We should start giving Kurtzman the worst ideas for Star Trek and see if he uses them. Like, just tag him on Twitter and then, see who can troll Kurtzman the worst and see whose idea he can use.
I don't think that would work because I don't want to be the cause of the own downfall.
Yeah, I know.
I got a bad idea. Picard becomes a frail old man, doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Oh, wait.
I know, right? I mean, I love Picard and everything else, but that should have never happened, man.
I watched the first episode, and after that, I was like, no, this doesn't feel right. Like in a lot of the next gen, there's the odd couple next gen episodes where they were like future flashback type things. It was like and they made him really old, but even in that, he still felt like Picard. There was still some ostentatiousness about him, and you could tell he used to be Captain Picard. Whereas in the Picard show, he's lost that Picard character of him. He's like someone pretending to be Picard rather than himself being that. And I don't think that's so much as Patrick Stewart's fault. I think that's more to do with the material he has to work with.
Yeah.
No, I think
Charlotte said, "How can you beat him for bad ideas?" So she said, "How can you beat him for bad ideas?"
I think it was his fault. I really do. He wanted to apologize.
Did we just lose Rabbi?
This happens sometime with him, okay. So it's okay. He has to reboot it or something. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're cool. He just gotta fix it. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rabbi, you still there, or is it doing again like it usually does sometimes? Yeah, he'll be
Well-
if he.
Well, I guess we'll find out in a bit.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, I like the Geo
Yeah.
pick.
I was just gonna
What?
say. It's-
What'd I do? What?
Is that Dwayne Johnson as a woman?
No. What? What's going on?
I don't know. It's just like
It's drafty in here. My cords are shivering.
You look different today.
Are you taking me for granted?
Have you had your hair? Have you had your hair done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a haircut. Yeah, that's it. Yes, haircut.
I gotta admit, that's one sexy rock, you know. Yeah,
I need an adult.
Yeah.
I need an adult.
One sexy rock. Well, I've never really found Dwayne Johnson that attractive.
Well, not
He's a bit
online, right?
overrated.
We know you have like a whole shrine in your bedroom of just
Oh,
Dwayne the
God,
Rock
no.
posters. you
Shut
know?
up! No.
Yeah,
He comes
he
in. He
does.
comes in there every morning. He's like, I can definitely smell what's cooking.
No.
Sorry, my internet's a bit shaky. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last. It just came back, but it's like, looking
Okay.
big.
You just started talking, then it cut out.
Yeah,
We're talking
I know it
about-
happens to you sometimes because I've been on your stream when it happens too. So, but yeah, do you have
What-
anything else you want to say, Rabbi, just in case?
About what? About
we were talking about Picard.
Yeah, we were talking
and the
about
Tom
Picard.
Hardy stuff.
I like Tom Hardy. What's Tom Hardy working on now? They were going to do another season of Taboo. That was, you ever saw Taboo?
No, I mean I'm sure he's working on Venom too.
I'm not sure. Oh no, they finished doing Venom. Yeah, Venom 2's in the can. Yeah, look,
Well, I remember going to see the first one, and as soon as I watched it with my mates at the cinema. A great film, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go see Venom. And right at the end, I say to my mates, "Oh, I really wish they would have just hinted at Carnage." Like, I'm just going this massive spiel about Carnage and how Carnage was a huge character in the comics and this, that, and my mate just looked at me with glazed eyes because he didn't know what the fuck I was on about, because he's not into comics. And then the end credit scene rolls, and it's what's his face in the cage, and right at the end he goes, "There will be carnage," and then I'm losing my shit. My mate looks so confused, and then the surrounding people around me just look like, "What the hell's this guy on?" But yeah, we got Carnage in the next film.
I was happy at the end of Infinity War. What was it? Infinity War, and I were like, "Why are you so happy? Everybody's dying," because I know what happens next. But then they brought out Infinity Endgame, and they totally screwed it up. And I was like, "Oh."
Honestly, I was so glad to get an exit point by Endgame. Right?
Yeah.
I was done. I was like, and like now I watch the I still want to watch Winter Soldier, and it's like, it's just a freaking chore. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It's some bits are good, most of it's boring at best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it came out the same week of the Snyder Cut, and I want to go and rewatch the Snyder Cut again.
I did yesterday. Oh, great film.
Yeah, or Godzilla versus Kong, right?
Another great film.
It's just so much fun. Just so much
Oh
fun.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what film can you have where two huge city-sized monsters just battle it out? Like, we just don't care about the humans, just
Pacific
because
Rim.
some of them were. Oh, that's one of my favorite films as well.
I love Pacific Rim. It's a
That's
freaking
an
awesome movie.
film. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. What did you think of the second one? Because that wasn't as good.
I never got through. I never watched it. I just didn't look as
okay.
good. I tried to watch the anime one, but I don't really like anime. So
Right.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
I-
the one. But the second film, the monster stuff and the big robot stuff were good. But every time they were talking about human stuff, it just wasn't as
well,
good.
you know,
as,
it was pure like Guillermo del Toro. Who unfortunately, I love Guillermo del Toro. I think he's one of the greatest living directors. But like that last movie, The Shape of Water, he disappeared up his own ass, which is like this Hollywood bullcrap that any boundary between anything is bad. You know, so his work's normally very good. That was his weakest movie, and that, of course, that was a movie that won the Oscar.
Yeah. So,
Well, I guess that says something about the Oscars, then, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
The Oscars have been doomed for a long time. So
who cares? Like, honestly, who cares what the Oscars say now?
Yeah. Rabbi, besides, and I'll ask both of you this question at the same time. Besides, and I don't know that much I know some of the things that Steven like, but Rabbi, I know besides Doctor Who, Space 1999, and Blake 7, and I'm asking this to the both of you. What are some of your favorite past IPs, like TV, movie, and stuff like that? Because on our the thumbnail I put Howard the Duck. Yes, that's one of my favorite movies, and we will be doing something like that later on. Oh, shut up.
It is a great film.
I'll say you got to add in Star Trek, Star Wars, and then Battlestar Galactica.
I agree with Battlestar.
Yeah, cool.
I still haven't seen Battlestar. So,
oh man, it's so good.
I've been meaning to watch it. There's so much stuff I need to watch, and I haven't started watching them yet.
Wait.
Is that the original? The original Battlestar?
No, I like the 2002 one. That's my one. I love that. I like the original. I saw the original when it came out. I saw it in the cinema with surround sound. In the West End, but it was. But still, I mean, I was so blown away by the Ron D. Moore version. I think it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Oh, right.
I am upset about one thing, and it's way off topic. But why are there no Babylon 5 crew cards?
You know what? Yeah, I could do Ivanova. That's
Delenn.
Delenn, no, dude, she's too.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm asking you to put a Vorlon in a bikini.
Yeah, but then they just look like an angel.
Oh, you're an angel.
Oh no! If you want to get kinky, you could totally go for a Centauri and a Narn, crossover.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would totally work. Oh, Babylon 5. I did start trying to rewatch it recently, but I couldn't get past the first few episodes. I got to persevere and push through.
See, the trick is go right to the start of the Shadow Wars, and you'll get carried on.
Oh, so go right. Was that first episode the Coming of Shadows? I think it's that first one.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you see what garbage?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh, Ash Headstone would say, "Here, like Ash, the man who only saw 5% of what he wanted to."
Well, actually, we get cremated, so there will be no headstone. So joke's on you.
There you go.
So does that mean if you're cremated, we put you on 5% of the stuff you didn't like?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, you just put him on the white man's right there. He's like,
I'll just cover you over Alex Kurtzman's like DVD collection, and then some J.J. Abrams lens flare posters. I am never going to be allowed back here again.
Okay, Eve. What maybe 5 things you would like to watch, and I will prioritize them for you.
Honestly, if I were you, I would look at the Invincible series and see what you can make out of that, because it's doing very well. I know a lot of people are poking out the woke,
Prime.
but it's great. Yeah, it's on Prime, and I've had a blast so far.
I've been watching it. It is great. I've been watching it. It's great. It's a great show.
I've got to check it out.
Yeah. If it's from old content, Classic Who, I need to watch that. Babylon 5.
All of it. Yeah, you haven't seen any Classic Who.
Well, the thing is, including I haven't seen any of Classic Who, and basically, there's so much great IPs from before 2000. I basically have 60 years worth of media to catch up on.
Okay, Ish, this is what we're going to do, okay? This is what we got to do. We're going to set you an assignment each week or something awesome. Just something freaking awesome, and I'll give you it'll be a Doctor Who story or this thing or that thing, and you can't just do one thing and go all the way through. You got to get a little sampling of everything. I think.
Zaphris
Rabbi.
disagrees. Zaphris says you are not the one.
Rabbi, I smell a new show coming that I thought of that I was gonna bring you in on already.
But that's your show. That's your, because then it'll be like a voyage of discovery. Like, like I would say to Doctor Who City of Death, that's a great classic episode, classic story for somebody who's never seen it to start with.
Yeah.
And then there's got to be some Battlestar that's kind of standalone-ish. But it's just good stuff. There's have you seen any Space 1999?
Nope.
Okay, they're all based standalone. This time we get to pick out great things for you each week, and then we can totally do it. And then hear your impression of it, and then we can work out: is it our like rose tinted glasses, or is it really good?
Well, that's cool. Retro.
Every time someone says that, I keep thinking about Space Above and Beyond, and I keep getting confused about that.
Watch it.
I'm sorry, I don't believe in peer pressure. Especially from a man named Dickie.
Watch it now. Watch it.
No.
Watch it.
It's like all the other kids are doing it. You should do it too.
Come on, dude. You know you want to do it.
Just open up the DVD and slide it in.
Well, we did start off with kind of that sort of thing where I watched the first episode of Faulty Towers, and then we were going to start off with
and then we got busy, and and then it got busy.
And then the channel sort of took off, and then we started to consolidate and generalize everything, and have more panel based.
But I'm saying this. That is coming. It's just we're limited on time right now.
There are a few things that I have watched, and I've seen some of the carry on.
The shower.
No.
Well, that's no shock. I'm not shocked.
He's blushing. You hear that? You hear him blushing. He's like, I was hoping for a bathtub stream. What is this?
I might as well just start talking because I can't get out of this one, can I?
No,
I love you.
You can't. You know you lust after Steven, so
No, what? No, oh, fuck's sake.
You want that milkshake that brings all the burgers to your yard.
You want that.
Look at me, I'm wearing my Victoria's Secret for you. Let's just chisel away and get down to our emotions.
Actually, that's no, I'm just kidding. As I was saying, I've seen a few of the Carry On films, and I love them.
Very good. What have you seen?
I saw them ages ago. There was one where on the cruise ship. One where I can't remember the names. I just remember the sort of setting. One where they were Romans. Another one where they were Greeks, and a few others. I've seen them as they come on TV every now and then, like every other month or something like that. And then because my parents, my dad specifically, he used to like watching them, and he's like, and then he'd put them on, and then I'd start watching them. It's like, this is actually funny. And then every time they'll come on TV every now and then, I'd sit and watch them, and just have a great time. I've seen Demolition Man. That is a great film.
I like that movie.
I've seen The Fugitive, another great film.
Wait, which version? The Harrison Ford?
Version?
The Harrison Ford one.
Right.
What else?
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
I'm gonna jump out of my sewer now.
That's a great movie. That movie, like, that was the first time anybody really saw Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, he'd been around, but that was like where he became big.
Now, I have a question for you, gentlemen. This is going back a while. I came across this and watched it. But do you guys remember this 2-part miniseries that came out back in the day? I shared it to you, Jed.
Okay, just a second. I was on the... Okay.
No, I do not.
When did it come out?
I have to remember. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the images. But this is a two-part thing that was on TV, right?
Oh,
1988. It was this is actually
wow.
the Disney Sunday movie.
I haven't seen that since it first aired, Steven. Like
Mhm.
literally. It's been a long time. I
I
did see
found it on
that.
one of my dad's old VHSs when we recorded it off TV, so it's still the commercials and stuff. I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. So after the VCR didn't blow up, I watched it, and I was like, this is pretty cool for what Disney used to be. Remember, this is a Disney Sunday movie, two-part.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, Disney used to have their Sunday movies, and they were awesome. They would sometimes have like Pinocchio or something else on. You know.
It is on
It,
YouTube, Claude. Yes, it is. I saw
yeah,
that.
it is on YouTube. So if you guys want to go see that, go. I was a kid when that came out, so like I remember that. So go watch
Yeah.
it if you guys can go find that.
Mhm.
It you know.
Yeah,
But be warned, it's gonna be like older. It's gonna be like older, so you got to take that into effect right there. Okay.
that's like a movie that's really weird, like fascinating, is The Black Hole because it was
Oh, that's
made.
awesome.
Is
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah.
on my anus? What is this?
Oh yeah.
Well, it was made contemporary to Star Wars, but it had no idea about Star Wars. So it has the effects look like a good James Bond movie effects from the era, but it's still set in this like pre-Star Wars mindset. So it seems they're like old fashioned at the same time. It's really weird, but
Mhm.
fun movie.
Yo,
The
it
same
is.
thing we
Yeah,
could say
brilliant.
about this, though, if you look at it, though, even if it's back in the '88, you can see the imagination that was still there. Like this is coming from the same days where we got like what Flight of the Navigator. I guess that was more early '90s.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like, I don't leak, Navigator, you leak. When we start getting introduced to Tron, Mr. You remember the Mr. Boogedy series when you got Mr. Boogedy that Sunday night and it wasn't even Halloween and you'd be terrified?
Oh yeah. It was just like some really strange stuff. Like
Yeah.
but it was cool at the same time. But here I wanted to say this. Mike said, Mark Ciota D films like Irwin Arwen's Earthquake, Roller Coaster, BSG theatrical version from TV pilot Sony were all instances around. I have a cool story about Earthquake. Okay. There used to be a theater, they tore it down like maybe 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years ago. We had one of the old school movie theaters where they would always pull the drapes back. And it lasted until somebody. Okay, when Earthquake came out, they had this most state-of-the-art sound system, but they had teenagers running the sound system. So, and the place was maybe from the 60s, and it was by the time Earthquake came out, it was like, I think it was in at 70, 78, 77. I don't remember, 79. I don't remember. I was young. But I went to go see Earthquake, and they turned the sound system up so much when they had Earthquake going. They literally cracked the foundation of the movie theater. Yeah, they had the most state-of-the-art sound system. So they cracked it up, and the reason why the place and I saw a lot of movies there. It was one of the hugest big screens here in Phoenix back in the day.
Ladies.
And yeah, we only have like one big screen movie theater place here now left. From back in the day, it's one left out of all the places. And it just literally just cracked the whole foundation. And you could see cracks in the floor when you walk down the aisle and everything. And then it put cracks, and they had to start repairing it. And the place just went into shambles, and nobody wanted to put the repairs in it because the teenagers up in the booth thought it'd be funny just it was, I think it was when, let me see, it wasn't Dovey. It was before. It was, I think it was Kachina or something. I don't remember. It was one of the Samsung, Sanyo. It was they had those really huge speakers or something. It just like they spared no expense.
So you know what I would do if I was a tech billionaire?
Yeah.
I would buy as my house or have a perfect recreation made of a 1980s mall, and that will be my house. And I'd have a theater, one of those theaters like just built in. That'd be my theater. I like that plan.
Yeah.
I want a mall. I want to be a billionaire so I can have a mall. Listen, I'm gonna have to wrap up. I'm afraid we're training the dog, and it's time to move her to bed. So I think my wife might need my help, and it's way past my bedtime.
Okay,
well,
yeah, I know it's late for you.
Very well to all of you. Good evening. Thank you for having me on. Let me know anytime I'm going to come on. Get in contact, and anytime I can come on, I'm always up for it, mate.
Oh yeah, you know you're always welcome here, Rabbi. Like, so.
All right.
And in about a week or two, we're gonna do our 100 subscriber panel, and it's gonna be bigger. So.
Bigger, better.
Yeah,
faster, stronger.
He needs about 2 weeks to send every viewer a magnifying glass to hold over the screen, so it just looks bigger.
That'll do the trick. Fine, I'm gonna say good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Rabbi.
Good night, Rabbi.
He's gone.
Oh, here. Hey, Mark D with a C. Do you want to come on? Say it in chat if you would like to come on.
And we can discuss how great the Green Lantern film is.
And
there are 4 lights.
Mike, would you like to come on? I'm asking both of you. Okay. Retro, can you send a link to Mark and Mike if he wants to come on too?
Okay.
Mike, if you want to come on, you can come on. Or do you just want to stay in chat? So, Steven, I wanted to ask you this while we're doing this.
No.
What were some of your favorite stuff back in the day?
What do you mean?
Well, what were some of your favorite things that you just loved? What were some of your favorite movies and TVs and shows and stuff?
Just porn. Lots of porn, squiggly line on TV. And no way to try to look for the nipple. That was pretty much it.
Yeah. But he's making it so hard sometimes.
That's sorry.
I know it's the point.
I liked NPR and people who talked like this about dinosaurs eating other dinosaurs.
Okay.
And then you had a comatose. You woke up next morning wondering why you weren't watching Sesame. I don't know.
Retro?
Anything that looked good, that kept my attention for longer than 10 minutes, I would watch. It's very hard to say. I was more of a cartoon guy. I still am a cartoon guy. I still watch anime in my pastime because anime is pretty much the only property where I can watch something and it's not censored by nonsense, right? So I'll always
What's your favorite anime?
That's a hard one. But if we're going love story route, it's going to be the original Sailor Moon Deke dubs and Sword Art Online. If it's going to be something like a little bit more sci-fi, it's going to be the Trigun series. If we're going dark and gritty, maybe Hellsing, but more what's it called? Oh God, what is it called? Goblin Slayer is a good one. But there's too many. Macros Plus was great. I've watched too much. Ninja Scroll's great. Devil Hunter Yoko. There's too much, man. Everything has Ergo Proxy is a really good one.
Yeah, Sailor Moon, I like that one too. I agree with you on all that.
I've just realized how little I actually know about anime.
Well,
I need to watch so much more.
Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul's his favorite. So
yeah, Tokyo Ghoul is my be-all and end-all favorite. I love that anime. I've seen some of the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the original Pokemon anime, Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail.
The Guyver.
Sorry?
The Guyver. Bio Boosted Armor.
Yeah.
They actually did real-life movies, and Mark Hamill was in the first one.
I've also have you seen Dota Dragon's Blood on Netflix, the one R&B worked on?
Not yet. I'm saving it.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. And Invincible. Invincible is very good as well. So yeah, that's
Garbage. Thank
Night,
you for
dude.
that. Good night, Garbage. Did you guys? Do I need to send out the link, or did you guys send the link to Mike and them?
I'll just send one to Mike. I'll send one to Mark D. Yeah.
Okay.
cool.
So yeah, recently I watched Robert's new anime series about, it was kind of
It's basically based around the lore and mythology of the Dota video games. So you've got the regular Dota 2 video game, which is the MOBA, similar genre as League of Legends for any League players out there. And they basically took the lore and they made an anime based from the video game, and it is excellent. The sound design, music, visuals, stories, great. I'm here for season 2, and there's I'm pretty sure there is going to be a season 2 as well, from things I've heard in the grapevine.
Well, not in the grapevine. Robert actually talked about it on the stream. That he said he's seen, I think up to season 3, and he said it looked awesome. So.
Oh, okay then. Well, there you go.
So yeah, I was just like, well, I got the no game, no life kind of vibe from it when it first started. I don't know if have you ever seen that, Steven?
Seen what?
No Game, No Life.
I watched that series. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I did love it. And anything that people come after going, oh, this is doing this, I will watch it because it's pretty much just a cartoon, and people are taking it going, but you're making this. No, it's a cartoon. They're not real. They're animated people.
Yeah, I heard a lot of bullshit from that. I'm like, oh, no, dude, it's a cartoon and it's meant to be a joke. There's tons of jokes in there that people don't, understand that they're jokes. And I just don't understand. And like, it's the humor thing nowadays. Like, people don't understand humor. I just, Oh, looky who just joined. Mike just joined.
Hey, what's up, Bob?
What's up, brother?
Hey.
All right.
Hi, dude.
All
I
right.
knew it smelled like stones.
What
Hi,
is up?
Clobberin.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey,
How
buddy,
are
I
you?
want to take your pants off.
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm
Not
game.
now.
No, not right now.
Because I'm
plenty of time
watching
for
it.
that.
He
Plenty of time for that
wants
later.
to see that rock dong down there.
Oh, no, I just want to cup the rocks. How are you doing there, Mike?
We could talk about that later. Hey, buddy. How's it going, man? What's up, man? It's good to see you. How's the channel doing, bro?
Mine?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was at 731. I just lost one in 5 minutes, but I'm 270 away from applying for monetization. I'm actually having fun with it.
Oh, nice, man.
Oh, hey.
Got the watch
That's
time.
awesome.
I am at 4,900 hours already. Yes, I cleared
Oh, yeah,
that like
yeah.
weeks ago.
It's weird. I don't know how I did it, but I passed the watch time a couple of months back.
Live
I don't
streams.
understand. I mean, I guess it's all those live streams. Yeah.
Yeah.
100 something
Oh, and
live streams, I guess. Yeah, buddy. Mark D with a C is the man.
Oh,
Hey guys,
Hey, Mark.
How's your channel doing,
What's
Bobby?
up, brother? Oh, I'm having a blast. It's all that matters to me. I don't give a crap about subs or
cool.
monetization, that kind of stuff. Just having fun. And those Saturday night shows that I've been doing with Raquel, just like last night, it is just so. I don't know if she's still listening. Love you, Raquel. It's just so much fun. We have such great interaction, an amazing chat, and they're really enjoying it. And man, doing Star Trek is who'd have thought 50-something years and Real Trek would be even more popular, in spite of the fact that they're never going to make Real Trek again. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a
Maybe
fun show last night.
Maybe because of that, Oh, well, thanks, man. And again, a great friend of the show is Mark D with a C, man. He's got a new channel. He's starting out, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, I was watching movies with my wife last week, and then And I'm like, oh, 10 o'clock Star Trek is on. I got to cut the movie short. She's like, well, can't you be late? I'm like, no, I got to be there at 10.
Can you be late? Hey, Retro, does that remind you of something?
Yeah. I wonder who that could be.
I don't know who that could be, who we're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't believe Rabbi mentioned something similar. At least I don't know if they had it or the Sense Around thing. I hadn't thought of that in years. Sense Around, that was wow. What an experience that was in the theater. Only 3 movies because they just couldn't afford to do that anymore. After
they
a couple
couldn't.
of films.
Yeah.
There's no way you were old enough to see Sense Around, Jed. What the hell happened there, man?
No, I saw Earthquake. I didn't see Sense Around.
Earthquake came out before you were born.
No, I remember watching it on HBO when I was little.
Oh, okay, yeah, but
then it came into the theater.
Really?
They had it again, or they played it
Yeah,
again?
maybe they re-released it or some shit. I remember watching it in the movie theater too.
Oh, I got you. Well, see, it was Irwin Allen's Earthquake, and it was in the theater for its original run, early 70s, whatever it was. That Sense Around. Those speakers were as big as a house, and they were in the front row.
Yes, they were.
And if you were a dumbass kid like me sitting on that front row, it jarred your teeth loose. Oh,
they were literally people that went deaf because of those speakers.
That's why it was only.
Go ahead,
man.
Oh, geez, do you want to hear a secret? I hear Clobberin dresses up as Rose Tico on his off hours.
Oh no, that's Ethan. Okay.
Oh.
No, that's Ethan.
Man, I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be me. I wanted to be the one. I think there were only 3 movies that had Sense Around. There was Earthquake. Remember Roller Coaster?
Yeah, I saw that
was a stupid
too.
movie. And then for some reason, I don't know why, they brought it back in '78 for the Battlestar Galactica theatrical version of the '78 pilot. And I went a couple of times, and I only played a short time. But I went, why do they have these speakers back in here? And every time they would show the Galactica, you know how they come up to the Galactica, it's normal on the normal sound effect, like this sound or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the rumble would just the whole theater.
That's the reason why the theater got closed down, because it had so much structural damage to the place. It sat there for like 10, 15 years being unused. And you can see the cracks even on the outside. And then nobody bought it because it would be too much to repair. You would literally have to take the whole theater down, redo the foundation and everything. It was a lost cause.
Yeah, I was just reading about it on Wikipedia. I'd forgotten about that, but yeah, they said it took so much room to put in, you lost seats, and then the problem is if you had a multiplex. So they said people were complaining, like if The Godfather was showing next door to Earthquake, the people complained that the thing was shaking. So.
Oh yeah, literally in the movie theater. And I remember, if I could ever get pictures up, okay. It was on the rows where they had the speakers, and I remember this. They had a full row, and then on the rows that they had the speakers, they literally didn't put all the seats in because the speakers were so big.
Yeah, so
I remember this.
Take seats out. It sounds like something a bunch of geeks and nerds would design and say, "Hey, let's." Because I've always, I love home stereo, so I'm always buying like new gear and trying stuff. And I've got this massive subwoofer, so I'd posted before whenever I watch like Wrath of Khan, I crank the bass and the house is shaking, and they're like, is it supposed to be like that? I'm like, yes. And they've got those. You can buy drivers you can like attach underneath your couch. Or seats, and actually like shake your couch, and there's all kinds of crazy things. So this is probably the precursor to that. And then something interesting too I read about too was Fantasia. I think was the first movie that had surround sound in movie theater. So Walt Disney had designed a special surround sound system just for Fantasia. So that's whenever you always want to have like the best experience in the theater. So I can imagine, hey, if you go to my wife, can I put a sense surround system in the house? Don't worry about the china. Yeah,
dude. I literally got to see Star Wars in literally that theater, and then I got to see it in the Santa Capri. And when Star Wars was playing, if you were outside the theater with the big huge speakers, not the one up the Santa Capri, but you could still hear it. But the the one outside, you could hear at the start where you could just hear the engines on like the Star Destroyers and everything that were in it. And they literally had to replace the windows on the front of where you come in because the windows would just fall out of the frame. Like,
sounds awesome.
From shaking,
Literally.
from the synth, from shaking so much. They like it was weird. But then you said, you got surround sound and everything came in and it wasn't. I remember over at the Cine Capri when Jurassic Park came out, and when the T-Rex comes and does his first big, we were standing outside the Cine Capri and you could hear the T-Rex from outside the movie theater. If you were standing in line and you're standing right next to the theater and you could still hear the T-Rex from outside. And okay, these were thick walls. Okay. And you could still hear the T-Rex.
Yeah. I've been in some theaters where the walls were pretty thin, and if there was a very loud film next to you,
yeah,
you're watching.
Or your neighbors are pounding themselves, and all you're hearing is the bedpost against the wall. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong stream. My bad.
Wrong stream. I hate when that happens.
Oh man.
Well, Mark, I don't think I've ever talked to you, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I've been following your stream. You got some good streams going. Appreciate all that.
Thank you.
Stuff. Yep.
I appreciate that. I like hearing feedback when it's not, please get away, I have mace. That's mostly what I hear.
Or I'm going to get a restraining order on you. Like,
you can't even spell restraining order.
Sometimes on your channel, Steven, just lurking or watching the video games, but I know you could use the hours, and it's
oh no, my hours are done, sir.
Oh, your hours are done. Okay, good.
Yeah,
congrats
it's
on
just
that.
the subs, but I actually just like people interacting and talking. And
yeah,
what do you think of the one with the music and the gameplay at the same time?
No, that's good. Yeah, because sometimes I'm watching, work or something. I want to support everyone. It's in our group here, so and I just put that on, and then I get mad when someone calls for an order or something. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm listening to this. You got to do some work now.
It's great. You're like listening at work, and it's like, hey, this is great, motherfucker. Who said that?
Like, shit. So how do you like the new game Outrider? You've been enjoying?
I haven't touched Destiny in 2 weeks, and I started playing that. I didn't like the nerfs they did recently, but I'm still having fun.
Good,
it's a good game. The story is really well done because I think it's like related off older books you all have probably read in the past, but it's well delivered. It looks beautiful. Whoever designed the scenery just nailed it. You're not disappointed visually.
But I got frustrated and took it off my system because the nerfs pissed me off so much. I got super frustrated with the nerfs.
Oh yeah, me too. My main character is Devastator, which is the main class they nerfed, and it's shit for endgame. Like, have you guys heard about all the stuff that if a Devastator player wants to go into a public a party with other players, they're just getting kicked from the endgame content because the current endgame content is time based. And Devastators can't just put out damage quick enough compared to the other classes, so they're just being kicked from the parties.
It's a pretty bad game design then if they did that. I mean, because I have an Xbox, but I usually do play on PC, and they didn't have it on. I subscribe to what is it on Xbox Game Pass, and they didn't have it on the PC Game Pass. So it's like, what's going on there? You're paying for it, and then it's going on Xbox, and so I put it on my Xbox, but I haven't really played yet. But when they nerf stuff, and then you invest all that time in a character, and then you kill it.
I was so happy I didn't pay $60 for it because I was furious.
I paid almost
I don't know
$100.
if anybody saw. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw my post on Twitter. I was furious when that happened.
Fat Steven, did you pre-order the game then?
I got it the day before release, so I got the Hell pack. But when games like that, it's an investment, right? Because of the way my income is set up with disability, I had to save up for it. But I gave it a shot. I needed something else to do. And you guys, whoever popped in, you saw me. I would play that religiously, and I didn't.
I did. That was me.
Solo.
Yeah, that was me.
And I'm not disappointed with it. It gave me what I wanted, a challenge, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay even $60 or $100 for a game, it gives you so many hours. You figure, you know, if you compare to like going to a movie for $15 or $20, and that's only an hour and a half, and most of the time the movie stinks anyway these days. So
Well, that with the lockdowns again, we're on 30-day emergency lockdown as of a couple days ago, so we can't leave the house unless it's emergencies. It's
good. Where are you?
Canada, Ontario. Our premier's a dick. I'm gonna leave it at that.
30-day lockdown again. Wow. I just had some buddies over the first time in a year. We were hanging out, and everyone got their vaccine and been tested. So it's been they wanted to watch Godzilla, and that's what I was joking with. Green Lantern came out. It was the friends we went to Green Lantern for my birthday years ago, and they're like, "Get that off the screen! Don't show." We're not watching Green Lantern again. So they're giving it's like an inside joke with friends. They give me flack all the time because I know comic book movies. So I'm like, we watch Godzilla. I'm like, well, come on, guys. It wasn't much. I mean, they're both had some enjoyable scenes, but Godzilla, the human action, like we've all said, is just so lacking the story, but it's just fun to watch. It's a fun popcorn movie to watch, so it's a good good movie to watch.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, so I had a good time. It was worth the free subscription through AT&T, so it was a good time.
Yeah, that's we get. I don't have HBO, but they give us like Disney Plus for free, so I'm like, I don't even have to pay for it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I wish they'd give us HBO Max for free. I was like, oh, can we just do the other one? I'm like, ugh. But
there's not a lot of good stuff on Disney Plus.
No, there isn't, and it's like one thing a week, and then they screwed up the Mighty Ducks too, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
They did have the old Clone Wars cartoon that was really cool. That really old, the one that were clips from, I don't know how old it is, but it's not considered canon now. It's under that Legends banner. But it was that awesome episode with Mace Windu, and he takes out like 1,000 robots. I don't know if anyone's seen that one. That the old cartoon that they had. That was really.
Oh, what are you talking about? You talking about
Clone Wars? Was it Clone Wars?
Yeah,
the first Clone Wars.
Oh, that was great. That was the one by the guy that did Samurai Jack. That was actually.
Yep. Yeah, so they just put that on, but there's not a ton of new content on there that's really good.
Here's the thing. I will say this: HBO Max has more than Disney Plus does. Disney Plus need to step up their game, like if they want to compete with HBO Max.
Unless you're in the UK, because in the Disney Plus in the UK, they've added Star along with Disney Plus, and that's like a bunch of 18 plus. Stuff, a bunch of stuff from Hulu packaged in with it, so we get a bunch of we can watch Hellstrom now because that was only on Hulu. So but it's on Disney Plus Star, so it's great for us in the UK. I think it's Europe as well. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's when they incorporated Star, it just gained a whole load of value for us. Well.
Is that on the Now TV package, or is it?
No, that's on Disney Plus.
It's on.
So with it comes stuff like Family Guy, South Park, a bunch of like adult shows, and it's great.
Do you have to pay extra for it? It's just part of the package there.
Well, it's
just part of Disney Plus now. And it's like how you go on Disney Plus where it's like I think it's like Marvel, Disney, and then stuff like that. We've got another tab called Star, and then if you click on that, it's all the 18 plus stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see.
Well, you do know if you use a VPN, you can go and watch that stuff, right? So, tip right there, little tip for everybody in the US.
Yep.
So,
well, you say that. I had a VPN on because I was watching. I think one of the things you sent me, Jed, and I forgot to turn it off, and then I went on Disney Plus on my phone, and it said I couldn't access Disney Plus.
Yeah, because it you got it.
And I had my location set to America.
Yeah,
so,
you gotta make sure you change all that stuff. So, because if you here and this is you gotta make sure you have all the stuff that you need turned off and then turn it on, and then you gotta turn it off and then log all the way out and come back. because it'll check your last login. So,
Oh, okay, that's probably
yeah,
why.
you got to log all the way out, come back, and then log in as your. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask Retro. Besides, the main stuff that we usually talk about, what are some of your other favorite, past IPs?
Well, definitely Space 1999. You might have gathered that one.
Yeah.
Is he still passing that 1999 rhetoric? Is he still doing that? Is he still?
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, and of course the other one is, of course, let me get this one off.
Barbarella.
Oh,
I will say Barbarella. I agree
one.
on that one.
that one. That's another of my favorite IPs. That one as well. The $6 Million Man. That's another one. That's another of mine.
I thought that was a box of charcoal. I was like, $6 million man charcoal. Like,
yeah.
There you go.
Realize that every coal is just like burning his own.
Actually, it's not $6 million if you count for inflation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, probably like equate to something like £2.50 in the UK, probably. But,
Is it true though? He did fall in love with Bigfoot after the series.
Yeah, I think they ran away together. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and again, there you go. There he is. Look, it's looking a bit worse for wear, a bit like myself, So there you go. That's another of my favorite type. The $6 Million Man. There he is, Steve Austin. Yeah,
love it, man. Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
I wanted that one so bad.
Does he have real nipples? That's the main question.
I had a friend that had that, and you got.
You can unzip it, and you look up the shirt. Like what?
Do you have Maskatron?
Dirty
and
man.
you can look at his eye too.
Retro, do you have Maskatron?
Yeah, he's but again. Now Steven Seagal like this because he's completely naked.
Oh my god!
Maskatron, yep.
What is that supposed to mean?
I still have my $6 Million Man, but he's not in very good shape. He's very played with, so
yeah,
that was a fun toy. Yep. Good
Mark,
design.
if you want to show him,
We can rebuild him.
I can rebuild him. I gotta find him. Yeah,
you can rebuild him.
But that was a toy you trashed because you played with him all.
Yeah.
And he had the arm that you could lift up. So like everyone's arm, so the arm would break, and it did look kind of creepy if you look at his face because he had the eye you could look through.
Of course, we never got the 6th season, but there you go. They actually did bring out.
Yeah, I remember that comic. Didn't Kevin Smith wrote one of those, but
yeah,
I bought that one there. Those are Alex Ross covers or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's cool. Really nice.
They actually brought back the $7 Million Man. Remember?
Yeah, Barney. Yeah, brought him.
Barney. Yep, Barney Miller. His name was actually Barney Miller.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before there was a Barney Miller TV show. Right around. Nice.
And there's the original one.
That's the book by Martin Caden that the show was.
Yeah.
Dude, back then when the $6 Million Man came on, you got to understand that was the biggest thing going. Every kid loved.
Oh yeah, it was
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
cool.
missed it, man. That was must see TV back then. We loved it.
Do you have the Venus Probe retro? That was the
other. No, I wanted like all the special assignment limbs and stuff like that, the legs and the arms and all that as well.
Yeah.
I never ever got hold of those. I'm trying to get hold of them now. They're like rare as entities. They're really expensive. No way. Yeah, just no, never ever got them. But I always wanted them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I pulled out of my attic. I've been looking at some things that cover my channel. I found all my old Sears wish book. So back, I'm sure.
How many of those pages are stuck together? By the way, get the broth. How many?
Yeah. I wasn't into the lingerie section yet, but that was the internet for us back then. So you'd look through the catalog and you'd mark up what you want. So what I got to do a show on that, and all the old Star Wars toys, and Bigfoot and Man. And, like all the prices are so low. It's like of course it was expensive then, but I remember I always wanted the Millennium Falcon. It was like $25, and my mom would be like, "Well, Santa Claus can't afford that." That was
I remember that.
toy.
I remember that. I was like, you think about that now, you're like, $25. That was cheap.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can the people in the chat smash either the like or the dislike? There's like, come on, give these men some likes before he starts showing the sticky pages of his Sam's. Just smash that button, and I'll stop talking. Just smash that button. I'll
We
stop
had more
talking.
likes. What happened to the likes? They disappeared.
It's because
Again?
YouTube is screwing with us again. Yeah,
Shit.
so
I'm gonna go grab
I
one of those
looked at
catalogs
one
real quick.
point. At one
You went
point,
up a subscriber,
Yeah,
and now I'm going to take it away.
yeah. We had at least 16 likes, and YouTube just like yoink. So, yep, they're doing it to
Yeah.
everybody. So
I think they mess with the algorithm to the point where it's taking stuff away. They're not even realizing
Yeah.
that it's actually killing channels.
And I don't understand that because I was looking at it and it said 16, and I forgot to get a screenshot.
You have to open every show with "I love Disney, I love Kurtzman Trek, I love everything that they're telling me to love, even though it's complete and utter shit."
Yeah, I know, dude. Oh yeah, I would be pissed if I was like Tom, because Tom got like 200-300 likes taken away from him on that 200K stream. I was looking at it and I mentioned it. I don't know if you were there, Steven.
No,
but
I was too busy looking at. Never mind.
Oh, you're too busy. He was too busy with Hustler, so you know.
No, I was there with a ruler trying to see whether or not it grew any bigger. It was just one of those personal moments where I was trying to prove myself wrong.
But I said, I was like, Tom, you had like 900 likes and they knocked him down to like 600 to 750. Yeah, during the 200K stream, and it just erased like 200-300 of them. It's ridiculous.
You think YouTube want to promote people too, right? Doesn't that hurt them? I mean, you know, the more likes, the more popular things are. You show that to advertisers, right? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I just don't understand it. Like, I know our channel is now fitted in the kind of push it in the corner with everybody else that talks out about the truth and stuff. So like, yeah. And here's the thing, we don't talk about we don't go hardcore like some of the other channels do, like our other friends do. They go hard. You know, what we talk about, we talk a little bit of like here thing, we don't dislike that, but then we don't go as hard as some of the other ones do.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I don't understand. Even Mike does not have any politics on his channel whatsoever, and they're doing the same thing to him. Like, he just talks about just comics and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes up once in a while, and if it's geek related, I mean, I won't run away from it, but I don't set out to do a political topic. Not those that do. I think if you do, that's fine. I mean, it's a fight that needs to be fought, but I just kind of stick with the geekness, you know. And
like we do a little bit of everything over here, you know. But mostly we want to stick to pop culture because there's enough bad shit out there in the world as it is, you know.
Trying to have fun. Try to have a little fun.
Yeah, trying to have fun, make people laugh, because we know there's another lockdown, like Steven said. There's another lockdown in Canada right now. People, and it's, you know, a Sunday. People need some entertainment or do some whatever. If YouTube's their thing and they love YouTube, I want people to come over here and like, hey, let's have some fun, have some jokes, have some laughs, you know?
Sure.
You know? So
have a little bit of fun. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And that, you know, that's what we try to do on the Thursday stream too, Mike. So, you know.
The Global Geek Gang, yeah?
Yep.
A lot of fun. Hey, Mark D with this C, by the way, when I was mentioning the 4D Man last night, some people said, did you see that? Have you seen that?
No, I don't think I've seen it. I mean, maybe I've caught an old episode on a rerun, but
no, it was a TV show.
A TV show, yeah, but I mean, I
mean,
remember.
not a TV show. Sorry, it was a movie. I'm sorry. It was with Robert Lansing from 1959. That's on YouTube. I was just rewatching it. It's an insane movie.
How does it hold up? Pretty good, or
man, it is the most outrageously overbearing score to a film used. When they just went to the store and bought a bunch of really kind of cool jazz music albums at the time, I guess, and just used it.
Just played it.
So
awkwardly plays throughout the film, but it's Robert Lansing, and it's I always loved it as a kid.
Yeah, he was really good in that episode. I know people find some faults with that episode, but it's Gary Seven. I said, I kind of got like a not a prisoner vibe from the episode, but I could picture him play. He did a great job playing that secret agent type. So you could picture.
Well, I would have loved to have seen that show. I wish Roddenberry had been able to sell it, man.
Oh, yeah,
would have been good. Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was wondering if they had time travel in it, because then it would have made the show even more fun. If he was traveling throughout time, kind of
I think he was going to stay in.
He was going to stay. You think, yeah, but fixing history or fixing problems, yeah. But that was a pretty cool character they developed. It was a nice.
Would have been a good show, man. It would have been cool. We already worked it with a pilot called the Quester tapes. Have any ever seen that?
Nope.
Yeah.
In mid 70s, he did a pilot. He tried to sell it. He worked it a bit. It was called the Quester tapes. In this case, Quester was an android, and they were in Earth. These aliens have been sending androids to Earth to guide Earth for many years. But the guy fixing him his predecessor was going to be Quester, but he died before he was able to program him. So I think it had Robert Foxworth and Mike Farrell, and a couple of Trek actor cameos. And Quester's programming was incomplete, so we had to have a human helping him with him. That was the basic setup. And if you ever see that pilot, the Quester tapes by Gene Roddenberry, he had a couple of them. He had pilots that didn't sell in the 70s, but that was my favorite.
That's an interesting idea too. Yeah, now he had some great ideas, great imagination. So that's what the thing. STD. They keep saying, well, you just don't like the diversity to the characters. Star Trek has always been like that. It's just give us some good stories. I mean, I don't care who's on the screen or if their hair is blue or. I want a good, use some imagination in your story, something new.
Well, and on Quester, Data on the Next Generation is basically Quester. He based him on Quester.
Yeah.
I have a question. Why isn't Mark's beard blue? I'm very offended, and I'm going to start writing on Twitter about it.
Because it's Blackbeard.
No, I can't say.
That's even more racist, right there.
That beard is very inclusive. Yes.
Martin, you know the scene in the second episode of Next Generation, Naked Now, where Data has sex with Troy? Yar?
He's fully functional. That's when she asked if he's fully functional.
Is because he couldn't get away with it in Quester. The network called him in. There's a scene where Quester basically has sex with a woman to get information, and he's fully functional. He can do, and he said they all brought him to a bunch of network execs with these weird looks on their face. They bring him in. And they're looking at him and they're saying, this is an android having sex with a woman. You can't do that.
Yes, you can. I watched it live. Tasha Yar banged the crap out of him.
I know. I watched it live.
She banged him so hard that when the virus dissipated, she felt so bad that she left. Sorry, my bad. I was getting off subject.
I'm talking about 12 years earlier when they wouldn't let him do it.
I didn't see that part.
The Quester pilot, and they said you can't have that in there because that's basically a machine having sex with a woman. Are you crazy? This is the mid 70s. And so he said they all had this weird look on them. They said we're looking, and he said it all kind of boiled down to they were saying Roddenberry's words. He said, basically, Gene, would you want your sister to have sex with one?
But that's weird, Clobber, because a lot of those women probably also sat on a rocky dryer when no one was looking. So that's technically
this was a bunch of uptight network execs.
They all sat on dryers. They just didn't say it.
You couldn't show a belly button back then, so
I'm just being difficult.
No, you're right. But at that point, he actually did show a belly button in Genesis 2 as one of his other unsold pilots. Genesis, you ever see Genesis 2 and Planet Earth? The two he did.
I got to look those up. Nope.
Genesis 2 and then Planet Earth. First one he had Alex Cord played Dylan Hunt. It was Earth in the future that it was he was basically Buck Rogers. He woke up in the far future, and Earth had all these. It was kind of a dystopian Earth with this Federation type thing trying to rebuild it. And then the second one had John Saxon playing it. Yeah, that's interesting. Right. Yeah. Roddenberry had 4 different unsold pilots in the 70s. The other one before that had Leonard Nimoy in it. It was called Spectre.
Can I be excused? I have to go sit on a dryer. I'll be right back.
Varsity. I have a funny story. One of my cousin, back when they were a lot younger, they were like 10, 12, 13, 14. And they wanted to watch Varsity Blues. And then the mom was like, my aunt was like, why do the boys keep watching this movie over and over? I'm like, Mary, there's a dryer scene in that movie where the kids are you know, because she thought it was like a football movie for the kids to watch.
Holy shit!
I'm like, no wonder that was a girl from Heroes, right? What was her name? The blonde from Heroes was in that.
Oh, the cheerleader?
Not the cheerleader. The Allie.
So it wasn't.
What was her name?
Oh yeah, Allie.
Allie Larder.
Larder.
Yeah.
Larder.
Yeah. So she was in that. I'm like, Mary, you got to screen the movies a little bit when you give them to the
Yikes.
Yeah. Like, here, kids, here's a little bit of crack cocaine, and here's like Captain Marvel XXX. Go have some fun, you know.
Yeah. Well, one thing I did in where my buddies were reminiscing about old times last night, I rented Caligula and a couple other movies from the video. This is back in the day when you had the video store. So when
Caligula.
Yep, as an 18, was I 17, 18?
Oh
so
my god!
The video guy's like, you know, your son rented this. I don't think whoever gave it to him shouldn't have. You know, it was only for 21 and older. So I said, well, Mom, it was for Honors Western Civ class. It was about the Roman Emperor Caligula. She's like, oh, okay, I understand that.
She didn't know about Bob Gucciani, I guess.
No. God, no way
Oh,
she
yeah.
would know that. But I'm like, yeah, the Emperor Caligula. So, and I was
It's like watching
Raquel.
Raquel and going, yes, it's for sex ed, just the female form there about that classic sexual experience while traveling the world,
So that was a class. I was a Eagle Scout. Straight laced guy, and I was able to rent it. With some buddies put me up to it. Like, come on, you can. I'm like, all right, let's see if I can get it.
How did he get Malcolm McDowell to be in that piece of porn?
I don't know. I do not know to this day. I do not know.
Well, you know what happened? I was reading about it, and they added those other scenes later without telling the actors. So the really graphic, really some pretty horrible scenes that are in there were all added after the fact without telling the actors. There's a big fight with the writers so you've got the movie part and the other parts. But that's not a recommended movie. That's
well, here's the thing. Back when I turned a teenager, I there was a video store next to us, and the guy that was there, he would let me like take some stuff out that I wasn't supposed to. So I literally got Caligula,
Jesus.
Revenge of the Nerds, and Barbarella because I hadn't seen them. So I got all three of those, and he let me take them home. And then me and my dad go in there, like, because I watched all of them. And then me and my dad, the next night, we go and drop them off. He didn't know what they were because he didn't care. Like, he's just like, you can go watch whatever. It's when my mom left me, so I had free reign to basically do whatever the hell I wanted. So when we go in there, he's like, so how did you like the movies, Jay? And I was like, they were pretty good, dude. And I was like, oh, you like them? And my dad goes, well, because he didn't care. I would just go and pick up things, put it on the counter, and my dad's like, yeah, whatever. Because he goes, oh, you're 13. You can just tits and ass, whatever. Like, so I was just like, yeah, like, but then he goes, but then my dad found out about Caligula, and he didn't know. I was going through like all the videos that I hadn't seen, because some of them I hadn't seen because I wasn't old enough to watch some of them. But then when my mom left, my dad let me like almost rent anything I wanted. So I went through the gambit of stuff that my mom wouldn't let me see when I was younger, and just, like, I was just like a whole new world. Like, wow,
a whole new world. My messed up sock.
Well, I'm old enough to remember when they brought had cable sign up. So one of the moms next door, she signed up for like Cablevision in Connecticut. It was like Rainbow Gold Plus, whatever. And it came with every channel, including Playboy. So we're like 50-year-old boys.
Yeah.
And so one night she came home early, and I forget we're watching the movie Virginia and the Talking, you know what? she's like, that's it. You're all grounded. I'm telling all your parents. You're all
my friend lived this complex, and they would give him free cable, and they had Penthouse and Playboy. Well, like you said, his his mother, we had a bunch of the guys came over and to watch his shit like every Friday night on TV. And his mom got, she hurt herself and she came home early one night and came in the door and we were all just staring at the tits and ass on TV on Playboy and Penthouse and all this other stuff. And then we didn't even know. She watched like 6 guys just gazing right at the thing. And, you know, they had all that really bad music and shit in the movies and stuff on there. And then or the like sax and all that stuff. And she's like, just what do you gentlemen think you're doing? We all jumped about a mile high out of our skin. And we're like, and he's like, no, Mom, I'm not doing anything else, Mom. I don't know, Mom. And I was like, but here I am, you know, and I was like, we're not doing anything, Mrs. I'm not going to out her, but Mrs. So-and-so. And I was like, but, you know, I did see your husband watch this the other night. It's a shame if that would have gotten out. And she goes, I'm going to go to bed. See you guys in the morning. It's like, because back then, and she worked at it. She volunteered at a church and all this other stuff. So I was like, my mind was like, how do we get out of this one? And I was like, it'd be a shame if people found out. And she's like, okay, boys, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, but similar story. My well, not exactly. My grandmother did the same thing. So they called her. She was in her 80s, and she signed up for like the package. Sold her the package with everything. So she called me, and I was helped her with the TV. She's like, Mark, she's like, I don't understand what's happening on the TV, but there's 2 naked ladies and they're kissing each other. What's going on? My friend Rabbi, we're like, we'll be over there right now to help you with that, Grandma. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, change the channel, just. But she, they'd upsold her like every channel. It's like, and my mom called, of course, screaming at them and got maybe a free month or something. But,
yeah, because back then you could call them and they would just give you everything if you wanted, just one. You didn't have to pay for like separate tiers and bullshit like you do now. So, hey, Mike, I want you to say this. It's been on there for a while. Mm-hmm. Hey, come on, let's say his name. I hope he's still here. Say his name.
Oh, all right. Dr. Herky Monkey.
Shut up.
Okay.
Come on, do it properly.
Okay, Dr. Herky Monkey. Oh, you mean Dr. Herky? I agree with him, by the way. I really do like the Baron Munchausen. Oh, how do you want me to say his name?
Come on, you know.
On your show? I can only do it on my show like that. What are you talking about?
Oh, would you hush? Come on.
All right, I'll hush, which means I can't say it then. All right. Here we go. Dr. Hercule Monkey! You happy now?
Yeah.
Jed, you're going to kill him at this rate.
Oh, you should have heard when I called him yesterday. For like he was talking in Klingon and all this other stuff for like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I thought you were my alien friends.
He was doing Klingon, he was doing clicks and everything, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I was speaking.
You got to do something for us now.
Oh, he just called. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember what he's talking about. He called and I went for about 5 minutes just to be an asshole. I do it to everybody that calls me, to be honest. On the phone, if someone calls me on the phone, if I'm in a weird mood for like the first 10 minutes, I go, I just got to crap. If they don't hang up, I talk to them.
And then I was like, oh, so that's interesting. What do you think about this? And he's like,
it's a test.
I was like, really?
It's just a test. If someone's dumb enough to hang on the phone after like 5 minutes of that, then just go ahead and talk to them.
Yeah, because I was just like, and then once I was just giggling, but then I started playing along, and then he Like if you play along with him, he's like, okay, you're not making it fun no more. I'm like,
The crap I've done to other friends, you wouldn't even be able to conceive of. They're way worse.
Yeah.
I believe all of our phone calls are listened to by the NSA or the FBI or something like that. So I kind of talk to them sometimes instead of who's calling me.
Yeah. Or like when you're on Xbox or something, and you're like, "Hey, you bastards! I know you're watching me. They're listening to me."
Oh dear, oh dear.
But I will say this. One of my what he said, Adventures of Bear Munchausen is all my time. My favorite, I will say my two favorite ones of Terry Gilliam is Bear Munchausen and Time Bandits.
Oh yeah.
Time Bandits, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Brazil.
Jolly good.
Yeah.
Brazil's pretty good.
Actually.
Oh yeah.
I'm just glad Terry Gilliam didn't get his damn mitts into Watchmen like he almost did. That, even Alan Moore, back when he cared about Watchmen, hated Gilliam's stupid script.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Sam
Hamm's script was worse. I never got a chance to read all of Gilliam's script, but it was pretty bad. It was stupid. His idea, because it's screwed up as much as Snyder screwed up Watchmen. At least he got all the tone and the look right. Gilliam came out and criticized Snyder being too faithful to the look of the comic. I'm like, what do you mean? That's the only thing he got right was the look of the comic. He got kind of other crap wrong than Snyder, but Gilliam said it shouldn't have looked anything like the comic. I said, well, screw you then. Why do you want to do it?
Mark, what is that?
Okay, so I got my secondary camera working here, so let's see if I can show you.
Oh, wait a second.
Catalog, yep.
I haven't seen one of those in so long. I was like, I forgot what they look like. I was like, wait a second. I know what that is now.
Wait a second. I don't know if you can make me full screen or let's see. I can try to zoom in.
I don't. Sometimes when I do meet people full screen, they disappear. Mike, what is it you got to hit to make go full screen on StreamYards?
Share.
No. Oh, no.
And then you it'll bring up a thingy where you find you click on whatever your windows are open on your computer, whether it's on a
no. For him to go full the camera.
Oh, for the camera. Oh, that's different. Go to the top corner. There's a little 3-dot thing. You hit that, and you can hit click whoever you got highlighted. You can hit solo layout. In fact, just click on retro. I mean on Mark. On him.
Oh shit! Jeez. Yeah.
Okay. You click the 3 dots maybe on my thing, or
click the 3 dots on his, and hit solo layout.
Okay.
And, see when you highlight his when you run your you're on the phone, aren't you? Through the phone.
Yeah, it says edit name, edit Mike sentence, keep from studio. Yeah.
Phone, I got no clue. I'm talking about a mouse. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Oh, dude, I would give for a new computer. I'll be so thankful.
So you should give Esh control of all that stuff. He knows how to do all that stuff.
You won't be able to do it on the phone.
Esh isn't on the phone. He could have done it.
Oh yeah.
We gave him all those stuff. He could have handled it.
So there's no layout control, I guess, or on the phone. I've never tried it on the phone, but
yeah, actually, the controls on the phone are even worse.
You just went solo, so.
How did I do that?
How'd you do that?
Did you? He's not solo, is he?
For a second, Jed went solo. Yep.
Okay,
yeah.
Let me see.
Stand by.
Okay, that's not it.
3 years later.
It's always a pain. It's always much tougher. You try to do these things on a phone.
Okay. I see where they put it. Just a second.
It's like a layout section or something, maybe. Or there we go. You got it.
I saw where they didn't put it. Okay, this is what I don't like. On StreamYards, they do not put it where you think it's gonna be. They put it somewhere else. So, let's just hope I can get it back. So,
What is this?
So this is a Sears catalog. I'll show you the cover.
This is the old days, Ash, when we used to get...
this is how we used to get our toys and stuff in video games back in the day.
So this is you waited to get this catalog, and you're like,
I love those.
Mom, I got to look at this catalog. My mom was great; she saved them all. So I have from 78 to 1990 with all the catalogs. So then
that was You grabbed your mom's Sears catalog and you looked at all the. Oh, dude, wait, go back to where you got Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny West toys.
There's everything's in here. So let me zoom out a little bit. So I guess that's
shit.
Dude, look at all the cool stuff in there.
You might want to take that chat thing down. You can see it better.
Oh yeah, here's just a second. Okay, got it, Mike.
So this was like what you dreamed about as a kid, like what you were going to get for Christmas. So slot cars were real popular.
Dude, I had that Matchbox set right there, the racing track.
Yeah.
And then you got the Spider-Man.
Looks like Amigos there.
Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man copter.
Amigos, boy, all right.
Oh, Starsky and Hutch.
There's that I had that Spider-Man camera right there too.
There's a lot of and this whole place that I remember. Oh, it's Remco.
Retro, doesn't this look a lot like an Argos catalog?
Yeah, it's sort of, I mean,
I'm sure they had those over there.
Yeah.
Where are the stuck pages?
That's in the lingerie section.
Yeah.
Keep going. Come on, let's see those masculine hands move those pages. Let's go. Get to the lingerie. Let's go. Come on, I paid good money for this. Faster.
That tower right there?
I know,
Is that the Matchbox tower? I had that Matchbox tower.
Look at the Tonka stuff where it used to be metal. Die cast.
I had all that. My grandparents loved the hell out of me. I had all that.
So here's
the Tonka toys were so big you could ride in them at one point.
Wow!
And they were just all made out of metal.
Remember those sleeping bags?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
The
Christmas wish book was great at Christmas.
Oh, I had those NFL helmets. Jesus Christ!
Dude, I had that sleeping bag right there. That Superman sleeping bag.
Hell yeah! Oh, there it is. It is. Look at that.
Look at the Cowboys helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look
at the black and white.
With the record players and stuff. Yeah. Show.
He's like, I know. I was joking. You don't actually have to do it. No, man. Come on, man. Look at that flower print. Yeah, look at that flower print. I don't need no jewelry. That just sounds like a commitment.
You're almost there.
That's what she said.
All right, so this is the cool stuff, right?
Let's go. Come on. You're almost there. Let's do it. Come on, boy. Let's go.
I had the TIE Fighter. I had the X-Wing. You had to push down R2's head for it to pop open. I still had the original Millennium Falcon, missing the dish, though. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you look at that
little die-cast Falcon.
I think it would have been funny, though, if Darth Vader was actually voiced by a speak and spell.
Yeah.
You imagine that?
Hey, Normie. What's up, brother? We're just going through the 1978 Sears catalog. So, yeah.
Get Asher and let him take over. What is this, geek tropology? You don't like us no more? You should give Geek let Geek in here. I want to look at his hair.
These are so that's my favorite. I loved Micronauts.
I had the Vader image.
Okay. I have a question. What toys were it that had the hologram on the chest and they were very small? You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of it was.
They had a hologram on their chest of a different animal.
Oh, I know
dude, seriously? Robot Chicken style right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah.
This is what I love when you have the toy from the catalog that mom, or Santa actually brought me this, I should say.
Yeah.
So I have that.
Santa's not real.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. You don't get to do that. No. That's not fair. No. Why is that ship's boobs sideways? What's wrong with that ship?
Mark just slipped down his dick and said, "What's up?" He said, right there, just put it right out in the thing.
You got blue and orange balls, bro. What's wrong?
Mike just slapped his dick out right there. He's like, "Hey, I still have the toy that I got from the catalog right here."
Are you saying his dick was in a catalog?
Well, at one
Good place
point
to
it
keep it.
was, so you know.
You're weird.
You ever watch Micronauts, Fat Steve? Not Robot Chicken.
Why are you?
Yeah, you remember the Micronauts where they're like
Yep,
the girl's
yep.
sleeping and yeah.
Yeah, maybe they were.
Or when he shits in the fridge. That was
Yeah,
even a
they
better one
thought
too.
they
That's
were-
my teleporter.
That's maybe what they thought they were climbing, I guess, right? Yeah. I
Can
never
you put
thought
your dick away with the arms, your dick and arms? Like, come on, man. You're waggling it around like you're king shit. That's great. You have them in great condition. Are they actually the original ones you got, or is that actually a repurchase just to have
No,
the memory?
that's an original. That's an original that I bought. Yep, or got for yeah. So I
Yeah,
kept
when-
some of the trash, but like
the dome looks better than most domes I've seen on it though. Some of the domes are cracked or they're like really messed up.
yeah,
Yours-
that one stayed in good. I don't know. I kept
Yeah.
took pretty good care of my stuff. So,
Yeah.
but some of the stuff
I did
like,
too.
fixing some of the figures, but
Mm.
and the Micronauts all got played with too. So they got all these toys got trashed. Like the two I got to get are the Baron Karza figures. I never bought those, so
Yeah.
add those to the
Wow.
collection. And then Biotron, I'm missing that Microtron.
Did you buy the Micronauts comic?
Yep, I have every issue. That's one of my.
Oh man, wow! Yeah,
That's-
Michael Golden and then Pat Broderick, great art.
Yeah, so the last Comic Con I was able to go to.
Oh,
New
Michael
York.
Golden,
Golden, yep. So
he was there.
He was there. I talked to him for a while, and then we got
Nice.
a bunch of signed prints from him. It was very nice to talk to. Yep. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I got
That
something
was-
signed by him. I was never the biggest Golden fan, but a lot of people really love Golden stuff. Got some
Yeah.
buddies of mine. He's a good dude.
plus, it's some of the nostalgia factor too, because that was
Oh yeah. No, most people think he's great.
Yeah,
Great.
he's good. Yeah, he was good. But he didn't do a lot of comic work though. He was
Yeah, not a lot.
Wait,
He
wait,
did-
is that Hulk?
That's
Orange
Amigo Hulk.
shorts?
Yeah, that's Amigo Hulk. Looks like.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember all that stuff.
Oh god, the weird part about Amigos with some of the heroes, they always look like they crap their pants. Like look at Spider-Man, he's like, I can't sit down.
He's like,
Look
trying
at
to
him.
pass
Like,
one out.
like that's like thick
Scale.
lives save lives. He's like, no, I'm just wearing an adult diaper.
Hulk's the same scale too as
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Batmobile there. Yeah, that's some great toys. Yeah, but there's so much stuff. So this is basically what was available. I mean, back
Yeah.
then that was all. It was in the Sears catalog. It wasn't. That's where all the main toys were. So it's great.
Comic action exploding bridge. Dun, dun, dun.
I think what happened with Sears is that they didn't react quick enough with the times with online sales enough to keep themselves afloat, and they just bombed out.
Dude, look at the Hot
Toys-
Wheels.
Yeah. No.
The Hot Wheels bikes.
No.
Yeah, because when you think about it, they were the first Amazon. I mean, they had the whole. It's kind
Yeah.
of like Blockbuster losing out to Netflix. I mean, Sears was everywhere, almost every town, and everyone knew about it, and
Yeah.
I thought that said douche, not touche. I was almost confused by the douche board game. I was like, want to play douche with your brother Jim? No. No.
It's douche. It's douchin'. Stratejo.
Douche.
Douche.
and then these old football games and
Yeah.
hockey games. Yeah.
yeah, had those. Oh my god.
And all the like
Yeah, like
Look at the electric football
Oh
game.
god, there's the Simon game where you wanted to hide it because everyone just wanted it.
I hated that game.
oh, I know. Everybody's like, do. Fuck
Oh, I had
off with that.
That red phone thing, whatever that was, what was that called?
Merlin.
Merlin. I had that.
Yeah, that had like a bunch of games you could play and tic tac toe.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look! Oh my
Dude.
god! You got look. The left page of the Mattel Electronics football.
Yeah, there's the
That was my
Merlin right
favorite thing in
there.
the world, right there.
There's the Merlin.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they want to see the Mattel Electronics football. Remember how simple that is? They started
Yeah.
to actually sell that now again. It's so simplistic, but they have like a little retro of it. You can find it like at Walmart's and crap like that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I got one of the old. My kids are like, "You played this for hours with these dots?"
Yeah, little
Like-
dots. Yeah, yeah.
I did too. I
Yeah.
got one for one Christmas and I played it for like 6 months constantly.
Hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Played it.
Stupid little dots.
And then they came out with the
Yeah.
one later where you had 2 players. So you had the
Yep.
other
It was
controls.
brown. Yeah, it was beige. It was brown. Yeah.
And they had
My
another.
my parents thought they were being hilarious. They got me the Quiz Whiz one year, and I was like, "That's not what I wanted." They're like, we were thinking. Then my grandparents came in and gave me the football one. I was like, "Thank you, I love you guys so much."
Anyone for a game of backgammon? Wow.
Yeah.
And then here's the classic here.
Lawn darts. I had them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ash,
That's where you
I
lost
don't-
You lost neighborhood kids to lawn darts. Like, okay, you
Yeah.
stand over there, and I'm gonna throw it at you. And
Do you know how
I
many
never saw
fights-
Timmy again.
Do you know how many fights got started over this? Yeah.
Hey, Explorer, how you doing? So,
Ash is going. What about the boomers? Right?
Ash, this is how like a lot of people went to the hospital back in the day because we would throw a lawn dart up in the air, and whoever would die would stay there the longest would before it fell down.
Put it in pounds, yeah.
Yeah,
Foosball.
we would throw one up in the air, and just whoever could stay there the longest.
You see, Ash, our toys could kill you back when we had
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm never playing with Mark anything ever. But
when
Steven,
they,
you're chunky enough. He'll bounce off you. Gets me in the eye. Oh shit! I missed.
Remember when they had to outlaw a Battlestar Galactica toy because of
Wait. Was that the
Yeah.
Odyssey 2? Was that the Odyssey 2?
Let me see what I don't think. Let's see what's it called.
On
Telegame.
I had one of those too.
It could, Sears would always.
I think
rebrand
on
it.
the other page, the other page was the Odyssey too.
Sears would always, rebranded like there was a Sears.
Yeah,
Atari.
Sears. Yeah, they did. It was this thing, but they rebanded it
Yeah,
with
so
Sears
this
stuff.
this could be the Odyssey too, maybe, or
That's the Odyssey 2 down there. They just rebranded it.
yeah, $48, and then we're getting to some awesome.
Yeah, think
That's-
about this, guys. $48 back in the day would buy you a console. Yeah,
Look at this Atari with 4K.
yeah,
$178. That's a lot of money back then. So
yeah.
yeah. So actually, I pulled out when my friends were visiting. I pulled out the Atari and the ColecoVision, and there's this one baseball game. We were playing all the old. They're horrible graphics, but they're they're ton of fun to play. So
Oh yeah, I still have that one. That Atari right there that they have right up there.
2600. Yeah.
$178 back in the day was like, geez.
Wow, that was a fortune, though.
Yeah, it was like a fortune back in the day.
Yeah.
What's an Atari? Can it play Fortnite?
Yeah,
You're
talk
gonna-
about your
are you coming
Fortnite.
after my Fortnite? I swear to God, bro.
Yes, it can. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it can, and yes, we will.
Oh my God! Look at those NFL.
Oh, here we go. This is what's.
Oh,
this-
79.
Wait,
We're gonna
go
have
back. I think Jed could rock those clothes. Wait, Jed, let's get to those pleated pants, bro.
No, my dad can rock them though.
No, we'll get you to rock them. Oh, wait, no, let's get Jed the cowboy outfit. You can be
Actually, you know
howdy
what?
and duty.
I ain't gonna lie. My grandparents bought me the cowboy outfit one year, and there's a picture, and I didn't
Hey.
like it after I got
So
it.
you never wanted to live up to being a stripper?
No. Wait, that brown one right there, they got it out of the Sears catalog. That's the outfit I wore for 1 year for Easter.
man, I had those figures.
These are
Yeah.
cool. These are
Now,
really cool.
all those,
Dude, I had the cowboy.
Or-
I had the cowboy shirt right there, and I had
Fuck
the,
the
I had the
Cowboys.
jerseys.
Fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Back then, I loved the Cowboys. I hate them now. but
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Roger
of
Staubach,
Staubach and Tony Dorsett.
Yeah,
Franco Harris,
dude. Do you know how much
there,
those
right
figures are worth now? And I had them.
$10.
So
Yeah, they got Earl Campbell,
$6.49.
Walter Payton.
You guys
Yeah.
you guys are just nerding over most of the stuff in these catalogs, and I'm just sitting here, like, I don't know what the hell half this shit is.
Normie.
Memories, man. You'll get there.
Sorry.
Look,
yeah.
hey,
Oh,
if it makes you
there's
feel any
speaking
better,
spell.
makes you feel any
Speaking
better. Ash, all these kids you're seeing in this catalog are in their late 40s now.
Or they're dead.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
our age or dead.
Oh, wait, look, you see the
Look
rotary
at
phone
speak
toy?
and spell.
No one will ever know what a rotary
I
phone
had the
is.
professor
No,
calculator
rotary
right there and the speak and spell right there.
Yeah, Speak and Spell was awesome. Yeah, that was pretty high tech. Oh, here we go. Here's some cool Migos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, amigos.
Cool place.
He still looks like
Dude.
he crapped his pants. I don't care.
Godzilla.
Godzilla has a gut. What is this?
Like, do you know that whole chair? It would break. That whole chair would just get destroyed
Oh,
within
the Lone Ranger.
2 minutes.
Lone Ranger
the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Homage to our buddy Mark C. He loved Lone Ranger. There you go.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, I had them. It was good.
Get this focus
Yeah.
going here.
That looks sort of like one of the ones from Mark's or something, I think.
Yeah.
Not sure, though.
I had
No, maybe
some.
not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think those were actually Mego as well, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Cool.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey,
But looks
Normie.
fine.
Normie said, "Y'all having way too much fun over a catalog."
Oh, man, these catalogs are amazing, dude. When we got
Yeah,
that thing
Normie-
in, when our mom would let us have it, because mom, they were saying
Yeah.
you couldn't steal it from your mom, and after she got done with it, we got to look at the toys.
Yeah. I would spend days just going over the catalog.
Oh, my God. We were nuts for this thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have this figure. Actually, I have the other Romeo. That's that. That's
Nice.
a crazy Hornoid.
I had a friend that broke that within 2 minutes. He had that.
Oh, here we go. Here's the page you want to see.
So, oh my, there you go. Oh my God, that I have the later version of that Falcon, the big one there, but and that look at those little ones over there. I love the die-cast Falcon.
Yeah, I had that
Yeah.
Falcon, and I'm going to say right now that satellite dish was always the first thing that broke off, and you could
Yeah.
never find it.
Satellite
Always
dish.
broke off.
Yeah.
Always. And why does Boba Fett look like a macaroni that's emaciated? What happened to him?
I think it
What
broke off.
happened to him?
That's the 13-inch. That's the 13-inch Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
should have
the
tried
13.
harder because it's like they ran out of plastic for most. Look at his legs. What the
Are these
fuck?
die-cast figures?
Yeah.
Oh, let me zoom in on them. Yeah.
That,
Little ones were
that looks
die-cast.
like a Lego kit, like a Lego kit where you expect it. Like, what is on his
Well,
back? Is that a
let's
jug
be
of
honest.
beer?
Some of the other Boba Fetts weren't better. That was like that
He
was kinda
has an
decent.
accordion neck.
I know, but that wasn't like.
And it's worth $5,000 today,
Yeah.
or whatever that guy's.
Look at, and
I hope we
even
can buy
they even
some
had the
actual leg
Shogun.
masks.
They had the Shogun Warrior stuff even out back then.
I love those Shogun
So-
Warriors.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I
back
even
in
bought the
day.
comic.
What's
Yeah.
Shogun Warrior?
They were
Oh
the
my!
big, see that thing? You look at that right
He
there?
no, he doesn't know. Honestly, he doesn't
No,
know.
those
Yeah,
are
no.
I'm
They're,
21. I don't know what a lot of stuff is.
They're not
Giant
old.
robot.
I just know this stuff because Toy Tokyo actually, if you've heard of them, because I was in my Funko days, Toy Tokyo actually released like I think that was the 14-inch. They redid some of the Shadow Warriors like for like those like what do you call them, like fashion toys, like the high pristine stuff. So they did the Shadow Warrior stuff, but they actually had them with the rocket fists. So check out Toy Tokyo if you're in the US and look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shogun Warriors were basically giant robot mechs that were some of the first ones, really.
Yeah.
Ultraman style.
Oh,
Here,
so
I got-
kind
I-
of like Gundam then.
Yeah, pretty much. They were precursors
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And I
Look
love-
at that.
Oh, find
Oh,
some
yeah.
pictures of Shogun Warriors, man. I don't know, you can't share on this thing, but I've shown them before. They're I love that. I even bought the comic Marvel did.
See, you would get a whole set of figures for. You would get the play set. You would get all the
Oh,
figures
yeah.
and everything. You would get it all for
Wow.
$7.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
whole set.
Hold on.
Well,
Can I share this
Oh,
quickly
yeah.
without breaking Mark?
Let me see.
Only Jed could if he's got to be able.
Yeah.
Just do it quickly.
Okay. And here, let me do this.
Hold on. I'm not trying to take your thunder, Mark. I
No,
am,
no,
but
go for it. Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, but here, and then we do this.
That's good. Now we figured out how to do this. Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, he
oh,
fucking
yeah.
still can't do it.
Oh, wait. Okay, there you go.
There you go. Oh,
Wait.
that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
That's how big they actually came. That was
They
what
were
Shogun
huge,
was.
man.
Yeah, like you could concussion your cousin if you want to. Like you
They
would
were
just smack him
gigantic.
with it; it would hurt.
Oh yeah, those I had like 5 or 6 of those.
Yeah,
I
And
love
there's the Voltron one right over on the side too.
and in the front too, on the right.
Yeah.
Right
They don't have the
here.
car. They don't have the
Right
car
here.
Voltron. You know.
Yeah. But that's when they actually like giant robots was the thing, right? That's
Yeah.
Oh,
memories, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I never played with them, but memories to someone. I guess.
No, they were to
you.
me. I like the comic Marvel did. I used to buy that. Remember? Well, so no.
Look at he's like, holy fuck, that's beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Okay, now we can go back to that. Now that I know how to do that, that's awesome. Okay. So
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at the figures there. Oh, yeah.
yeah, dude. Oh,
Oh,
those figures.
Yeah. Cool.
I had that telescope right there. My grandparents.
Bet you
got that
did.
for
You're
me.
looking across the way to see if anyone was getting
Hell
on the
yeah!
jet.
There was
You
a
did.
hot girl that lived like across the street from me.
You sure
I
it
would
was a
always-
girl?
Yeah, it was.
It's like, oh, that girl looks real hot. Why does they have a? Oh my god!
Oh, no.
I've never seen this before. The what's this? A play set or the Kirk?
It was a diorama, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mego diorama.
Is that a recording studio?
Yeah.
He's laying down. Some,
Yeah, because there's a mic stand on the other side.
he's laying down some.
Oh yeah, it
tracks.
says portable AM radio. Space Command Center with real microphone. Wow. Maybe they just threw the Kirk figure in there just for the just because it was on the same page.
Yeah.
So God,
Mark, I gotta ask you, right? You're not being trapped against your will in like an attic with all these magazines, right? Don't need to call me adults.
no, that was a joke. I moved out of my parents' basement. Yeah, I escaped. Yep.
Anybody else get a chemistry set? I know I did a couple.
No, I had the wood burning kit that I
Yeah.
stole off somebody. Oh wait, I mean borrowed off
These are
somebody.
cool.
Backgammon,
Really
Monopoly.
good. Go
See,
back to-
my grandparents had all these because that was their generation. So I played with these when I was a kid. When they forced you over to your grandparents for a weekend, it was the most worst days ever.
Boggle.
Not in my case. My grandmother bought me toys and comics all the time. So.
Not mine.
Yeah, my
Mine
grandparents
was
did, too.
talking about Germany, and I was like, I don't care.
Mine brought me to the K&B, and I'm able to get my comics and Amigo.
Yeah.
And I that's why I love standing with my mom.
Well, when you're young, you don't want to hear about
Yeah.
history, right? You want to watch TV.
Right.
You want to go to the playground. I'm
Right.
not trying to associate what she was trying to teach, but like you're talking to
No,
like a
you're right.
6-year-old with ADHD.
Yeah.
No.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather actually would work as a taxi cab dispatcher on the weekends, and there was a newsstand next door, so he'd bring me back comics. So he brought me back. Would always bring back like Archie or Richie Rich. And then one day he brought me back. I think it was Adventure 427 with Superboy.
Whoa.
on the cover. So I'm like, Grandpa, I want more of these as superheroes. I don't want the Archies anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to say that.
So the
too.
next week I got like X-Men 108, and then he
Nice.
started giving me all the superhero comics. So every weekend he'd go, I get like 3 or 4 comics. So you
Nice.
I'll be back. I gotta make my dad's dinner. I'll be right back.
Okay, brother.
Bye bye.
Yeah, I would. I'm like that too. I was like, they started getting me like Donald Duck and stuff, and I was like, but then I saw there was like other stuff out there, and I was like, no, I want that.
Yeah.
I want Superman and X-Men and Fantastic Four and Spidey. Like, so
Yeah, so you were look forward to that. It's like, God,
yeah,
I need those comics.
dude, that night glow was so much fun. Because you would make the ramp and you can like, just launch it across the room.
Yeah, those toys are fun. Yeah, because you're actually playing with stuff, and
Yeah.
I
I actually hit one of my friend's sister in the eye with one of those one time. We just launched it across the room.
that's what the 70s are for, right?
Yeah. Especially that night glow, you would turn the lights out and she opened the door the minute we were just seeing how far we going. She went in there and opened the door and it like nailed her right in the eye, and the next day she went to school with a black eye.
But yeah, these
Hey,
kind
Retro, here's something
I
for you, brother.
I was just looking at that the Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those games?
Berlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, greatness.
So it's a fun.
There's a translator.
All right, here we go.
Rob, Rom. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
I never got Rom. I bought the comic, and I was never able to get that toy. I wanted it so bad.
That was a good comic too.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, damn it. And that sucker is expensive now, man.
Oh, he's super expensive now.
Wow.
Big truck.
Has been for a while.
Big truck, yeah.
I actually have a big truck. I have this, and I have the dumpster.
Oh yeah, I had that too. Oh, you still have it?
I still have it. Yep.
Oh
And
damn, dude.
Yeah, I have that. So it's all some stuff I should do for some.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But
Big
that
truck.
toy, big track, $31.
Yeah.
Wow, big truck. I had that. I love that toy.
Yeah.
So, so explain that to Ash. So what that was like a robot truck, and had all these buttons on here.
Program it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could program it which direction it would go. So it's kind of like a Roomba for the pickup.
Yeah, so I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You could program it to go, and then it had a dump truck that you could program, empty out, and
I didn't really
work that
See,
great.
Ash, these were our toys when we were little.
I think we all owe Ash an apology, to be honest.
Really, Jed? I
Yeah.
thought this was modern stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
No, Ash thought it
sometimes
was
you're a little
brand
bit
new.
thick. Sometimes you're a little bit thick. You're like, hey.
Oh, no, come on, man. Dude, come on.
I love them.
That's the smartest one here, man. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, he is, dude.
All these old.
Did you know you could crosswire the handles for the thing to make the stuff go faster
On which
for the cars?
Oh, sports games. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So I think that's. But that was like you've been saying. That was you waited. Oh, we had everyone had this ship as a boat as a kid. What was that? We always had it disappeared. So. Oh yeah, rotary phone. So yeah,
Nice.
this we always had this as a kid. We always played
Fisher Price.
Fisher Price and that schoolhouse. We played with that. And then I
Oh,
gave
and
I gave that to my kids to play with.
yeah.
Yep. My kids played with the same toys we had as a kids. For
Oh, yeah.
I had
Fisher
that little. I
Price is
had
still
that
around.
the little cows thing when I was little too.
I'm pretty sure Fisher Price is still around because I think I remember
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
with some
yeah.
Fisher toys when I was a little kid as
Oh,
well.
I had that farm
Yeah, I
set
think
right
so.
there. I had that farm set.
That's not Amigo Stretch Hulk, is it?
Let's see.
Amigo Stretch Hulk?
Did you pass that one?
Let me see.
Uh-oh.
There's a couple seconds delay, so when I hear it, might be in here. Oh no, this one was Banner could turn into the Hulk. If you remember that TV commercial,
Yeah.
like the kid would turn. It would like an air bladder, and it would blow up, and it would. It's kind of on the.
What's
toughest-
that? All the way to the right. There's that. What Hulk is that? That's not Amigo Stretch Hulk or anything?
No, it's a walking Hulk robot.
Oh, okay.
45 inches tall.
That Hulk seat right there, that thing would bust within 5 minutes. You couldn't even sit on it.
You remember Amigo Stretch Hulk? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a copy of Stretch Armstrong, right?
Stretch
Yeah,
Armstrong.
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
the Hulk.
remember the Stretch Armstrong.
Very rare.
It was
Those
just
things-
a copy
those
of
things-
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrongs, man, those things burst. After
Yeah,
you invested
yeah.
in too much, they had a little jelly in them.
Yeah, me mate
Right.
had one still in the box,
Oh,
and it burst. It like
oh, man.
And especially if you have the heat, you live in a heat and humidity place. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know a guy who still has Amigo Stretch Hulk in a box, and he's very proud of it.
Wasn't it like there's like some syrup inside a Stretch, or it was like
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
Basically.
and it would really
but
hurt.
later on when they redid Stretch Armstrong, they put a putty. So, it wasn't syrupy or any of that. It was a new form of it.
Yeah.
They could do, because I cut one apart when I was at one of the newer ones. I cut one apart, and we had a Pee Wee Herman doll at the store that I worked at, and I made a Pee Wee Goes to the Movies. Fucking with straight. I cut Stretch Armstrong's leg off and I put it right.
Is that Sectars or something like that?
It's
or
called
or what is
Hornetoid. I want to say that wrong. I'm getting in trouble.
it? Mark D with the CV Scene Retro Blasting channel.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's got some fantastic stuff. Yeah, that's
His new video is people are mad at him over his new video about Kathleen Kennedy, but it's great.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's a fun, it's a fun hobby, and I kept all the stuff I had as a,
I've seen him do some cool restorations. Absolutely amazing.
Oh God, yeah, his restorations are amazing. One of my favorite videos he did years ago was making sense of all of the Super Friends cartoons because of how ridiculous they released them in different orders and all this stuff. And he explained the order of them. That was a good. Yes, some amazing.
He's
a good friend. His videos are so well produced.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah,
Michael's is amazing. Michael and Melinda, they're great. I love it.
Yeah, I've seen him restoring the original Star Wars toys, stuff like that. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
The crazy thing is people get mad at that. Like he had some videos about getting accessories or fixing things, and it's like
I don't understand that. I don't understand that why people get mad. I just don't understand it.
Because I had my original Kirk Mego.
Yay!
Oh, cool! Yay!
But everyone lost the phaser, right? I mean,
yeah. Mine was blue. My phaser was blue.
Yeah, it was blue plastic one. I remember that.
Yeah. I still have my Kirk, Spock, and
you got your Spock, yeah. Oh,
damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's rare.
Oh, wow.
Scotty's rare.
So as a kid, I think I have the phaser somewhere, but Retro Blast was saying, like, who cares if you make, extra communicators or belts or...
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
They have these anti-repro people that are absolutely insane. In other words, if they make new pieces and parts for older toys because they lost them or something, these idiots hate that crap.
I just don't understand it.
They hate that. It's silly, and they give a lot of shit over it. Everything's a repro, man.
As long as you're not trying to sell it as new, I mean that's one.
No, they're not. So, they admit, look, they make new. Yeah, they repro. They make new parts for it because people lose that shit. Yeah. That's nice. That's a re. A lot of them. They're Mego collectors who hate the new Megos. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Why can't they do those?
Yeah, if you like. Yeah, I thought they were really. So I got the Kirk.
That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
Steven came back. He's like, "That's mine."
That's fantastic. I like those, man.
That's mine.
I'm glad they're doing that.
Mine.
Send it to P.O. Box.
Send it to one fat fuck who can't get anything done at emailcanada.com. I'll take that too. Can you give me the angle of the dress on a 90 to 60 degree angle, please? I want to see if it's articulated everywhere. I'm being inclusive with my toxic masculinity. Leave me alone. God, even her box art was sexy.
Yes, God, yeah. So my sister.
Can you hold it there for 5 minutes and give me some silence?
I'll be in my box.
No, I'm not serious. No, I'm not. Wrong way.
Tilt it a little bit the other way.
Enhance.
Oh my God! I had that walkie-talkie. Oh my God!
Wow, you're a dick.
Oh yeah, cool.
I respect you, but you're still a dick. Now, the main question is: do you have any Captain Power toys?
No Captain Power. That was before.
Okay, I'm done. This show's over.
After his time. Dude, he's not a child. He's old. He's old. Like
I'm old. Yep, born in 1968. So yep. So this is when you're a kid.
Wow.
These are fun.
Younger than me, at least, buddy.
We played with these for. So these I bought on eBay as replacements for. I still have my original ones, but they're a little dinged up. Not too bad. But here's one of my original ones. So it's a little discolored, and so the other ones I don't look at them, don't touch at them, kind of thing. But
sure.
they bring back a lot of fun memories. Others were asking R&B, like. I guess he didn't like these toys as much.
I love the guy, but I just totally disagree with him about old toys. Those hot toys look good and all that kind of stuff, but to say that the old ones aren't wonderful, I mean, I love the old vintage toys, but that's
Brings back great
Yeah,
memories.
yeah.
And of course, then we
It
got
brings back good memories and
I
good
love the
times
retro
and
stuff, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, hot toys are cool, by the way. You got to be a big spender to be able to afford those fuckers.
Yeah, they're like $200, $300, $400.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes.
it's nice if you can get it and if you can afford that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that
Yeah.
one. Still have that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, look at that! You know what? All these toys signaled back in the day. You were always going to live to be a virgin. No, but think about it. Think about it. No, but think about it. When we had these types of toys, we got teased, we got beat up, and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now it's all cool and stuff. So look at that generation growth. It only took a lot of nerds with bloody noses to get us to be cool.
Nerds grew up to make a lot of money. Well, not me, but a lot.
Oh
a
yeah,
lot,
well,
a lot of nerds.
cool.
do. Yeah.
Your laugh and your knowledge is money in itself, Clobber. So don't ever hold yourself short. Now bend over.
You're too kind. You're too kind, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't think it's too kind, sir. You are definitely one of the better people I have ever met. Not disassociating here, bro. You're a good man.
Oh, that's great.
Back at you, brother.
Oh,
Back at you. But I'm still not gonna be too good because I'm stealing that tricorder when it first.
I'm stealing that too.
That's so
That's
awesome.
beautiful. Oh man!
They should have had a third button that says virginity detected.
Well, yeah, look, at least you don't get your heart broken that way, man. Yeah. Well,
What would you rather have, a tricorder or me? The tricorder. The tricorder won't yell at me, and if it does get loud, I can take out the batteries.
the tricorder doesn't make me watch reality TV, so I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Who do you think's gonna win Survivor's Island? And you're just there banging your head off the counter table on the side of the couch. I don't care no more.
You should have heard Retro last night when his Aliens versus Predator, and I was there, and I did the same thing. We both yelled at the same time. We're like, no!
Oh no! It's like
Dude, we were both screaming. We're like, oh my god, don't mess with the boxing.
This was guaranteed to get you laid if you wore these to a party.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed.
oh, yeah.
Hey, chicks dig Spock, all right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
What was that? Chicks dig what?
Spock.
So you put those ears where?
They grok.
Where do you put those ears exactly? I don't. Does it come with like a different girth attachment for each type of?
There's a
That's for
reason
your
why.
head. Okay.
There's a reason why you had to clean them every single time. So
Maybe you had to clean them every single time. No, sorry. I want to show you my pawn far.
Dude. I've seen those. I want that.
You know what's funny? That thing looks a lot like the Pokemon Pokedex that they released later in the 90s. The same color scheme. You know what I mean?
it does.
Yeah.
So what's cool about this? It has a sensor on it. So if someone walks into your room, it plays the sound, the door switch from Star Trek.
Yeah, you mount it on your wall. You can put it on your wall like a door.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Those are great.
I can put it in the hallway, so it'll sense
It's so Mark could hide his Sears catalogs before they open the door.
Yeah, mom's coming. We're looking at the
Dude,
process.
that is pristine though. That is so good, man.
That's great, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Wasn't
How
that
do
from
I
like
get
the
in your
90s?
will?
That was a thing. That was a Think Geek came out with that.
Yeah, some of these are newer, like the tricorder and your. But those blue walkie-talkies, those are from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, 70s. Yeah, they're old. Yeah, and they got trashed too because the antennas are so long. And so I was lucky to find the mint cent. So
nice.
Here's the
Well,
box.
some of the time those antennas got broken off because they would take them in and out so much.
We thought we were badass walking around with walkie-talkies
Yeah.
back then like that. You know, talking to each other from across the yard and shit. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
What? Huh?
Huh?
Where am I?
Oh,
We thought it was cool to be able to talk on walkie-talkies.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was was the back of the box. But yeah, that was fun.
Like Marty McFly.
Yeah, and they always had the base stations that you could play with too. So there was a Star Trek base station back when CB radios were going crazy. That was
Yeah.
you remember that? Everyone had all the
Oh, CBs, yeah.
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 Radio. Yeah.
CBs.
Breaker.
Breaker one, man.
Yeah. Smoke
Convoy.
Makes me want to watch Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
great.
that was fun. Thanks for letting me show all those things.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
was fun.
Absolutely fantastic.
So,
Brilliant.
so the other thing that here I could share my screen if I can find this too is One Company. If anyone wants a new tricorder, so they're coming out with. They came out with like a super duper phaser and communicator a few years ago, and they're making a new tricorder, and I'm on the wait list for that.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
Okay,
dude.
bro.
Let's see if I can find that here. Star Trek tricorder. So they're going all out and making a tricorder. Let me put this on my other screen here. So let's see if I do share. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if it lets me do that. Say share screen.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Just a second. There you go.
So I don't want to play the YouTube video just in case we get in. I don't know if I turn the volume off, or maybe I'll just do.
Just turn the volume off. and you'll
Yeah,
be
volume's
fine.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're showing an alpha. Let's see. But they had a blog post. Let me see. Oh, here, the tricorder blog. Let me show that. But they're gonna have a TV screen in it and make it like super realistic. So they got one of the two original tricorders left, and they scanned it. Yeah, here. So they're scanning it, and they're.
Oh, wow.
So here's the
Dude,
first.
that's awesome.
Here's the first update. So I'll just skip to the. So they're reproducing, every detail that they can get.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's going to be pretty wild. So, I mean, that other tricorder is really nice. I mean, it's, but this is, I guess, the next, going to be the next level. So let's see the next update they had. So they took it, they found someone who actually had a tricorder
Wow.
from the hero prop, one of the ones that was left, and they scanned it in and they're checking everything out.
Nice.
Wait, will you really be able to watch like movies and stuff on it?
I don't know what they're gonna have, but knowing these guys, I mean, they've done some
That would
amazing
be
stuff.
super freaking cool.
If you could watch a video on it, that'd be so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
They put like Android in it or something.
Yeah.
So
wow.
they took an original phaser
Oh, yeah.
and they sold. I didn't buy that one, but that was out too. I think if you look at R&B's podcast, I think he's got this phaser and the communicator behind it. So they're checking everything. I guess at one point this one had been cannibalized for parts, so the inside is missing some of the discs or whatever that were on screen. Or let's see if we go down here. Yep. So they're missing like this part here. It's missing that section with all those storage discs. So
How did they find an original one?
Wow.
let's see if I go back up to how did they know the guy? He knew the guy.
Wait, it says it right there. After the two original masterpieces were taken apart, we made an original props were damaged and eviscerated with the original guts now open and okay.
Yeah. Matt Jeffries or something.
Yeah, they had to find it like somewhere else.
Okay, so this guy Greg, I don't know, has been a huge fan of Trek and a lifelong collector. He owns several of the last remaining screen-used hero props from the original series, including the phaser, and that's when they made their phaser replica.
Yeah, because
the sole remaining tricorder, which he agreed to lend us to study for this project. Wow.
Because the tribbles are like basically non-existent because they were so badly made back then. It's super hard to find a tribble now.
They did re-release some. They made some.
Well, I'm talking about the original ones.
The original
Oh, the originals are all
Yeah.
they're all destroyed. I mean, they're all nice.
They're all gone because they were so badly made back then from just,
Yeah.
Or someone would say, "Oh, I have an original tribble," and how do you prove
and
it?
you prove it by how much hair it has on it and stuff too.
Yeah. So I'm sure I bet a lot got sold that were fake tribbles.
Yeah. Oh, I've been like, I remember this even when I was going to cons with my parents, when my parents were still together. There were people like, hey, I got this tribble over here. And then, because I knew some of the original cast, and I'm like, okay, so I would bring I would ask Leonard or Jimmy or somebody to come over, and they would like, what? And I was like, hey guys, look the fake tribbles over here, and then they would pick the tribble up, and they're like, yeah, this is a terrible fake, and then walk off. Like, like I was like,
but now it's worth something because Spock touched it.
yeah. So
Like here's the original receipt from the company, I guess, that made the prop.
Yeah.
It was 572 275 each tricorder. Imagine what it's like. We should have made a bunch of them and saved them. Yeah.
dude,
But, I mean, that's a
how
ton of
did
money
they
back then. That's a ton
they
of money.
saved the receipts even. Wow.
Yeah, so they have the receipt from the two
That's
tricorders.
awesome.
And they only made, think of it, they only had 2 tricorders. You think there's a ton of tricorders on the show?
No,
but
there isn't. Back
it's only 2.
Yeah, the props, even for Doctor Who, there wasn't a lot of props, So
that's so you can if you go to this, we could put the link in the show notes or in the chat. But if you just Google Wand Company, and then you can register for the build. And then they had here's the phaser that they did, I guess, too. So I mean, they did they do really beautiful.
Oh wow!
Beautiful work. So it's
Wow.
really nice stuff. So it's gorgeous.
Nice,
yeah.
man. Love it.
oh, that's just
And it comes in a nice box like that, and it comes apart. So,
Wow!
Phaser 1, Phaser 2.
yep.
I know, right?
I mean, some of the Toy Biz ones are pretty they're pretty decent, I have to say.
Yeah, I have one of those, but this
Dude,
is
look at that
That's another
case
right here.
Look
Yeah,
at
the
that
case.
case. It's just, ugh.
It's,
I agree with you, Nori says, I don't care if the tribble's not real. Give me a tribble.
you can get a tribble now. Back when I had in my shop, we used to selling some Trek stuff. We ordered a bunch of tribbles, and all we really did with them was throw them at each other. It had tribble wars.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was a remote control too. I remember when it came out. I should, it's like everything else. You're like, I should have bought that, and it had the remote control for your TV set, so you could program
That'd be
it.
awesome.
Yeah, phaser. Yep, phaser remote control. Of course, it's too beautiful. You don't want to mess it up and use it. Use it every day.
Was it Retro put on his Twitter? Was it he put? What was that?
A sonic screwdriver Wii remote.
The sonic screwdriver Wii remote. I was like, that's awesome.
And then here's the communicator. And then they have we can look at the Doctor, but this was really cool too.
Oh yeah.
So
Wow. Oh, is that the Bluetooth?
Bluetooth one, yep.
Nice.
You can still get them on eBay, but the price keeps going up, up and up.
Yeah.
Like you said, they have this gorgeous case and nice display stand. And then you can use it as with your cell phone. It can go, so you can actually use it, which is wild.
Well, here's the thing: they probably update it every now and then. So,
but they said people asked if they're going to build some more, and they said no. So maybe they will. If they, The problem is, unfortunately, Discovery is killing the franchise.
Yeah.
So it's killing all.
Nobody buys any of this crap anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
The only thing is the people buy original tech, original Who, original Star Wars stuff. They won't buy any of that new bullshit.
Why is your vibrator on screen?
It's
I have that sonic screwdriver.
We're sick bastards today.
Never was big on that sonic screwdriver. Actually, the one Smith had was pretty cool. But I have the Fourth Doctor one also. Nothing like those real replicas though. Those are
that's cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Gesture based remote control. Yep.
Cool.
I used to carry around a replica of Tom's sonic screwdriver when I would go to conventions, and it had sound effects and lights and everything on it.
Oh yeah.
I guess you can use that as a remote control too, which makes sense, right? That's the perfect thing. Doctor Who would could open the door, open the TV. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
What did Capaldi's look like? I forget. There you go,
That was Smith's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Smith.
Better than Jodie's garbage.
Mhm.
Her basic well, I'm not gonna say it.
What do you mean,
Well, if
Jodie
you-
garbage? She's amazing.
if you remember, he did have the Sonic shades for a bit too. So
Oh, that was so stupid.
How come the 13th Doctor's in here? There's no interest to purchase that. I'm surprised.
nobody
Oh, they
wants
don't
that
care. Nobody
bullshit.
cares about that.
That was what Gary was talking about too in his store, right? All the Doctor Who stuff just disappeared. No one wanted to, buy it anymore, right? Because then you kill the same thing with Star Wars. You kill, the new stuff, and people aren't as interested in the old stuff anymore. So,
Well, Gary did say he was looking at a Tom Baker statue, that were a really nice one, highly detailed and stuff. He said it was like, didn't he say it was like 600? He went back and to another store the next time he went there, and he said it was 200, and he bought it. Like,
yeah,
so it was like that's a huge drop.
it's a shame, yeah. Then there's gonna be no new toys produced. So,
Yeah.
look at like Space 1999 with was it 1612, and they've got Thunderbirds, and all us guys our age are interested in buying that stuff, but it's just killing the new stuff.
Normie did say a buddy of mine used to travel. He would take like 10 to 15 tribbles with him and then show them growing out of control in pictures.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But it's a fun hobby.
Imagine going through airport security with like
Mark, when are you going to
15
start
tribbles.
doing personal videos where you're showing off like little things from your collection? Is doing what you did here. You can actually just do 5-minute videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, thanks. That's what I had those catalogs I was going to do.
You could like help from the attic. That's what you can call it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. escape your parents' basement and attic.
Yeah. Escape from the Sears catalog.
But and it's like God bless Mom for saving those. She saved those cool things. So when you look at those, it's like looking at a scrapbook almost, or bringing your childhood back to life. So it's a lot of cool stuff in there to look at.
Well, dude, that was awesome. Like, I just love that. It's just, I wish we had more stuff like that, nowadays.
I agree.
Stuff that just makes you feel good and, warm and cozy and like, oh, I miss that stuff.
This was a good show, though. You did a good one,
Yeah.
Jed.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, it's not just me. It's all you guys.
You got everyone together and bribed us
Yeah.
with snickerdoodles, so you deserve your own little.
Yeah. I never take credit just for me because it's not just me. It's Mike, it's Retro, it's you, it's Ash, it's Mark, everybody. It's a team effort, So.
And so, how do we only have 4 likes on this video? That's
because YouTube's screwing us.
That's amazing.
That's terrible.
I went down to 3 likes now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me refresh it. Let me
Now it's back
refresh
to
it.
4.
That's crazy.
Let me go back.
I mean, if all
Jeez.
six of us,
It's at 3 now. I just refreshed it. It's at 3.
What the hell?
Yeah. We lost another one. I don't
I mean,
know how.
everyone we got 6 people on the show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all
No, you're wrong. It's still 4 because I keep changing from dislike to like, so you can see that right now, real time.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it flicker. Yep.
Yeah.
I have the problem.
Yeah. I just
No, don't worry about it anymore. Just you did a good show.
Yeah,
You
nothing
kept
to
a
do,
good
man.
chat of 13 to 15 people, and you kept people entertained. You did
Yeah.
good, Jed.
Yeah.
Don't
how
beat
do we
yourself
lose how do we lose a
That's my job.
subscriber during I know. How do we lose a subscriber during the
That's
during
what
the
they
show?
do. They take one away while you're it's gonna happen, man.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
It sucks,
That's
but you gotta
blatant.
keep pushing through. Keep doing what you
Oh, I
do.
know.
Remember to have fun, man.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people watching, so
Yeah.
Maybe we
Oh,
should
I
play
love it.
Outriders in Fortnite.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven, I didn't tell you this. I got so frustrated with Outriders, I just took it off my Xbox. I
talked about
Why?
it.
You could have
talked about it
asked me to
earlier.
play with you.
Well, they nerfed my class.
I know, but it's still cross-platform, and I'm a technomancer. I heal my team with all my perks.
I know, but I'm a technomancer too.
Well, then you just suck. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Have patience with it. Like me, I died a lot of times at some things, but I never reset my world tier. I kept pushing through.
Yeah.
I'm
the total opposite. Like, you know the Chrysaloid boss.
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, no, not for me. Like, I was really struggling. With the boss itself, it was okay, but it's those fucking little flying insect things that spit venom at you.
I hated that.
Your best bet is what you want.
Basically, the worst thing about it is I got so pissed off, I dropped my world tier right down to 1. Yeah, just to get past that point, and it's at that point when I dropped my world tier down, I got my first legendary, and I can't.
I got
use
4
it
legendaries today.
Oh, no, nice.
You can level up your legendaries. All you have to do is go to the upgrader. You can level it up. So as your level goes up in world tier, you can level it up to your base level.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, the amount of resources it takes to level up. Oh, I am. I've literally just put it in my stash. So
hold on.
And
I never got a legendary, and I've been playing.
It took me forever. But here, I'm gonna share this quickly without doxing myself.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I can't dox myself. I'm fat, right? So all you'll see is like a pepperoni nipple. Or
You'll just see a few rolls over there.
What do you picture me as? Like, come on, you sick bastard.
Fat Steven Blob.
Okay, but can you see that?
Let me. I'll just a second.
Oh, okay. Now it's gone. I got that today. From part of the set.
Nice.
And then I got the second part of my cannonball set, so I have the gloves and the vest now. But that's still low, but I'll wear it, right? I got rid of the shotgun damage and put it with something else.
Yeah.
And then I got that lovely revolver. This thing is cool. It's for 6 bullets. It's not great, but if they're grouped together, it chains lightning to enemies. And like, look at that. Shots linked up to 5 enemies in a 5-meter radius and deals 11,000 electrical damage. And you kill them, it heals you.
Well, I may put it on and then I'll ask you
to
play.
Man. Okay. Dude, you can jump on my stream, and hopefully the cross-platform won't crash us. But yeah, like trying to get Duzzies the same way. I have no problem playing with people, man.
Oh yeah, I just don't want to bother you sometimes.
How are you bothering me?
I know, but sometimes I don't want to bother you.
Okay, I'll say this right now. I don't care who comes to my stream as long as you're having a good time.
Oh yeah.
That's all that matters. I hate elitism. I hate all that crap. I am just like you guys, just normal. Everyone here is normal, but the same thing we all share is the love of either Star Trek, other fandoms, franchises, books, novels, movies. It doesn't matter. We're all the same on that level.
Yeah.
So don't ever put yourself down and think that the sub number makes someone better. I'm not saying you are, but no one should ever think that. Ever.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's right, bud.
Hell, bro.
Because honestly, we are all here for one reason, to connect, even if it's through a screen or a Sears catalog, and just share not only our memories, but what we love.
Yeah, cool.
And if it's a video game, if it's even like trying to set your little brother Jimmy on fire with a lawn dart, we're sharing that moment.
Well, I never went to that extent where we did throw it up in the air and see who could last.
Why am I full of shit? Please don't say stuff like that, man.
Huh?
Normie, what is that? Are you joking, Normie?
He must be joking. He's joking.
He's joking.
I'm sorry, man.
That was a good statement you made.
Yeah. I'm sorry, because like... Because, Clobber, you know what I've been going through the last 3 weeks. I'm not going to get into it, but like when I see stuff like that, it triggers stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's been a brutal few days. Few weeks.
Yeah, dude. Trust me, I've had a bad week too. So
you gotta add I know. Here, Normie. Here, let me help you all right in the chat. You see, you gotta add this. This symbol means sarcasm. I am triggered, bro. If you have people coming after your loss of job, your content, and everything, you would be kind of on edge. And I apologize, but it's been a regular thing for the last 3 weeks.
You've got people going after you, or
I'm not going any more into it. No more into it. I don't want to give them any more eyes or shit. Yeah, that's why I've been kind of triggered, man. It's not triggered. It's just I can't tell if someone's actually being offensive or it's a lot, man. Because when
Is this
You
because
gotta-
you eat too much curry and it makes you fat?
I'm not going to that racist bullshit, but yes, you green curry bastard. But, yeah, I know, but sorry, Just. It's just for me that kind of stuff is just like the. You did lose a leg. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I would
I mean,
love I would love a comforting hug, but I'm afraid your hands would not be able to handle that package. You'd have to lift up the belly with both hands and figure out how to hug the rest of that
And
microscopic
he
problem.
wouldn't be able to put your arms all the way around. you
Yeah,
know?
but like Clobberin, I met you through Loki, right? And I
Yeah.
met Loki through I think Lorena, or no, it was through something. Like I don't know how we all met, but it's been like a year. It doesn't even feel like it, but it's been fun. Look at the comic book roundtable going stuff, and it's just
Oh God, yeah,
Speaking of-
it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Steven, I like some Sunday. I don't know if Lorena's busy on Sundays. I want to bring you and Lorena on at the same time.
She
So-
usually is busy, but you'll have to reach out to her and see if that's
Yeah.
possible. I will never say
Yeah.
no, but I will always say
Yeah.
maybe because you don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I know.
But Jed, don't ever put yourself down, man. These people wouldn't be here talking to you
That's my
every
job.
weekend if they didn't respect you.
Yeah, Mike. I've known Mike for like 10 years, and he's always been the same way. So.
And
yeah.
Justin always says he would like to reach out to you, but yeah, you guys all
Okay.
deserve the props for just bringing your small community together. That's great.
Yeah.
And I sound like a special on PBS, but it's the truth.
Well, no,
It's like-
you're part of that now too, Steven, because like whenever I think there's something like big or something funny,
You just
I wanna
want me
bring
because
you
I'm
in.
somewhat funny. That's the only reason why. I'm not even funny.
So,
That fat guy's
But,
funny.
yeah.
We get to call him fat. It's in his name. We can get away with murder. Let's do it. But Mark, hold on. You've never seen my collections, right?
Nope.
All right. I will definitely turn on the cam for a quick moment without doxing myself.
yeah.
But I'll give you one of what the front wall of my station looks like. So well, that's not what I chose. Yeah, there we go. And start cam and open.
Very nice.
Here, just a
right
second,
right at home
Steven.
there. Is that a Carnage there?
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, is that Bumblebee as well?
Awesome. Oh, nice
Yeah.
Spidey coat, yeah.
Yeah. The first time I saw his wall,
Nice.
I was like, "Oh
Really
my
cool.
god!" Yeah.
Wow.
I went ballistic. I was like, "Oh my god! There's this! There's this! There's this! There's this! There's this!"
Oh, and I'm only white in the hands.
and the great thing is you never have to repaint your walls because they're all covered up. That's awesome.
No, actually I have to because they're all behind each comic is the tears of my own sadness.
Oh.
No, I'm not serious. It just scrapes from me. Oh, what is that? That was like a Voyage Home whale song. What the fuck was that?
Who are you calling
I
a
just said
whale?
that probe sound is amazing. Well, thank you. Like you guys are great, man. Like,
Oh, that's like I have
yeah,
my
that's the
office-
thing. I joke all day long, but when people are known for joking all the time, and when you actually start being serious, it throws people off because it's like there's a different
Yeah.
type of person, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, I've always
hear
say
you, man.
I joke a lot to hide the pain myself. So
Yeah.
they're like, Jed's always happy. I was like,
You're not always happy, but you try to
No.
make sure everyone else is happy. That's
yeah,
normal.
and like I say that I joke a lot. Everybody's he's so happy. I was like, I'm not happy a bunch of the time. I just joke a lot because I don't want to bring other people down. You know, so and I knew you do the same thing, Steven, so that we share that in common. You know,
Mhm.
so but yeah, well, here we go. We've been here for 3 hours. I think
Let's call it a night.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 4.5,
Oh.
3.5. eh?
Okay. Yeah. It's
I have
average. We usually
Florida
do-
in a couple hours. That's also
Yeah, and I'll be there. Okay, so you
Thanks for the warning.
know.
Man the hatches, the bitch is coming in. Everyone's welcome on the Florida streams. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, though. We just want
And
to make sure everyone's happy.
Here's the funny thing, and what was it about a week ago when I came in there and when Lorena was talking about all that stuff, and you saw me talking about Florida, because I've been over there. And she's
That's
like,
all.
oh my God, I know, right? And you saw me talk, and he's like, oh shit, Jed knows a little bit about Florida.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Yeah. And so like yeah.
And
so I was
Ash,
just-
I know you're playing the game. The same thing applies to you, man. If you ever want to pop on
Yep.
and see if, like, what are you playing on, PC or PS4 or Xbox?
I'm playing on Xbox.
yeah.
We'll definitely have to figure something out, man. Because I wouldn't mind doing
Oh
a
yeah.
co-op.
Oh yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah,
I
I've
was
got-
Carry your asses.
I was going to speak to you about that actually, to try and figure out your schedule so we can
Yeah,
play
sure.
something together.
Yeah.
I usually I'm on the Eastern time, so I usually play
Okay.
my live streams for gaming during the week from 10 a.m. till about 1. But I'm always
Okay.
can set aside hours if we need to switch it for like an evening
Okay.
thing, and we can build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've
Wow.
got Outriders on my Series X and Fortnite on my PS5, so I was like, I'm like
So
switching
you
between
want
the
a
platforms.
Fortnite? So you want a Fortnite too? Then I guess.
Yeah, well, like I said in your chat, I'm shit at Fortnite. I used to play it a lot with my mate back in the day, but on the original map. So this was like around season 2 or 3 on the original map of chapter. But we stopped playing it for ages, and I've just got so bad at multiplayer games. I usually stick to
Yeah.
single player games, or if it's shooters, I just do like PvE stuff. So yeah, but it'd be good to play with someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
You're giving me way
Well-
too much credit now.
Yeah.
Because their map system, effing sucks when you're trying to find that one area for. You're like, what is this
Yeah.
shit?
Well, the thing is, I'm the kind of player. This has actually happened to me as well. Who's gone into duos with a mate. The mate dies like towards the start, and I don't fire a single bullet and wait in a bush till the very end and kill the last guy with one shot and win the match. That's actually happened to me before.
Yeah.
That's not a bad way to do it, right?
No, that's not. Actually,
No,
I've done that too. So
Yeah, I started playing
I'm all about-
Fortnite when it came out too. Yeah, so I have some
Yeah.
really old weapons. So once in a while I go back on, and people are like, "Where the hell did you get that weapon?" It's like, well, that was the Founders Pack back
Yeah.
3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
I have the single player campaign because if you don't want to buy V-Bucks, the way the daily rewards work, if you just log in and get those, you're going to get anywhere from 100, 150, 300, 500, sometimes even 1,000 V-Bucks. So it's always good to log in, especially if you have the Save the World campaign, and it goes towards the cosmetics.
I wish they would make Save the World like along with it.
It was supposed to be free. It was supposed to be free years back, and they just never went along
They
with it.
never, and I wanted to play that, and then
Well, that's usually what I play at the co-op. Save the world, and there's not that many players in it now. So, and then you build your base up, then you have you'd have to defend your base. That was a ton of fun.
yeah, and I think you had to have somebody to bring you in.
Yeah,
If-
you had to have some, or you could try it solo, but you could never.
I only
Never
got
did.
mad once, Explorer, and let's talk about the 5 wins in a row. Secondly, eat my ass.
Another game I love is Sea of Thieves. So I don't know if anyone else has played.
Never-
Oh,
never
I don't
played
like
that.
game.
He doesn't like Mark.
I
Me
don't
and you
like
will
it.
play that.
I
Okay.
love that game. Yeah, that's,
And
Me and you can play that.
I fired up Sea of Thieves, and like within half an hour, I'm like, no, this game isn't for me.
well, you got to play with a bunch of friends. So if you played it with a bunch of friends,
I told him
No,
that.
That's
it's,
what the
it's not the no friends thing that I wasn't playing with. It's like I find the controls very clunky, and I'm personally not a fan of the simple art style.
well, if
So-
you're playing on Xbox or
Yeah, Series
so
X.
you know what I'd recommend for that is hook up a keyboard and a mouse and play with a keyboard and a mouse on your Xbox. It just makes it so much. I'm old school, so I grew up, with the freaking Atari joystick and
Take it easy, Mike.
keyboard, keyboard and a mouse, and so
You
I
have
can't-
you have someone who'll play with you, Mark. Explorer of the Multiverse. I've actually played with him. He's the guy you might
Cool.
want to just pick up.
Yeah, we've been trying to meet up. Yep, so that'll be great, Explorer. Yep, but yeah, it's a fun. It's it's maybe the game mechanics, but it's aren't always the best. But it's a fun game, and it's beautiful too. The world, the
Yeah,
graphics, and the boats, and the
the
so the-
water is like
water's
one of
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
so it's
But next month, I'm going to be saving up for that too. Is Resident Evil: The Village, and that's going to.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I want to watch that. So
I got
I'm not.
when I got a PSVR headset, it came with Resident Evil 7, and still to this day, I have not played it yet. Because I don't like horror games. I'm not good with horror. Okay, I'm easing off. I'm starting things off with playing Days Gone on Twitch, and even then,
Yeah.
like when I see zombies, I run the other way because I don't like it. But
So you won't play Zombie Army Trilogy either, because that 4 is supposed to be good too.
Dude,
Take care,
Zombie Army
Clobberin.
Trilogy is so
All right,
fun.
I'll see you guys later, man. Y'all
Take
have a good
care.
one.
Okay,
Good
cheers, Clobberin.
talking
Yeah,
to you.
Take care, dude.
Chills, Mike.
Later, bros.
Bye,
See you there,
dude.
brother.
All right, thanks.
yeah, well, I'm going to be switching things up, and I'm going to be playing the medium next week, and I'm not looking forward to it. On this Wednesday on Twitch, I'm going to be playing the medium on Xbox.
Has anyone played
And-
World War Z? Is that any good?
Yeah.
Or is-
It's better with friends.
Better with friends.
Yeah. I don't like I don't like it, but yeah.
Well, it's actually
better
free
with
on
people.
Epic Games. Always has free games. I don't know if anyone's put their app on, and I think it was free at one point from Epic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, just like Grand Theft Auto was free at one point too. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah. I'm always ready to play some games and stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's it, man. You got to branch out. And, you know, with me, I'm like mostly gaming and talking about cancel culture. So it's comics and stuff. When you get clobbered and Loki and them and the Florida shit, like, dude, it's just have fun. Tug said it. Graham Nolan said it. If you're not having fun with your passion, you're not doing it right. And I stand by that.
oh yeah, I have fun, but this last week kind of tested me a little bit. I was kind of frustrated. I was like,
Yeah, you'll be good
Like,
at that.
yeah. So
I've been really
Yeah.
enjoying Outriders. The story's really good. Like,
You know what I meant? Sorry, I
it
should have
picks
cut
up-
you off.
No, go
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
Oh,
No,
I was
you
going to
have the
say, the story really picks up. There's a lot of like twists and turns, and when something else happens in the story, like holy shit, that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like towards the end.
Don't
I'm not gonna spoil
Don't
it.
do it.
yeah.
But it has that. It has like that weird.
So a
books that you
blue-haired
can
land
remember,
whale
right?
comes out of nowhere from space, and then them just lands on the planet.
Wow, you just summed it up so horribly, like Neil Druckmann designed it. But you know what I mean, though. It has that feeling of a lot of books we used to read, but we can't name the title, and it nails like those different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Well, I saw a little bit of like a ton of games into it too. It's like a little bit of Destiny, a little bit of Borderlands 3, a little bit. You know, it's got a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah, but I agree with what you said earlier, Fat Steve. The world design is gorgeous.
Dude, they could have taken
yeah.
lessons from Anthem. Could have taken lessons from them. That's how beautiful
Yeah.
it looks. Like you could just stare at it, and you're hoping it had a day and night cycle. But you know, when you get to the forest, the desert, every biome is unique but
Yeah.
alien, and it's so
Yeah.
good. It's like,
God.
you remember the series Earth 2 when they landed on the different planet and they had the weird
Yep.
aliens in the sand? It has the same type of feel. Like everything is different, but it's also the same. It shows like trying to survive on a place we have know nothing about.
Mm.
Yeah, Earth 2. That was a cool series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it only lasted
Well,
one
minus
season.
the
I think.
emphysema scenes, but yeah, you know. It was,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah, the aliens
I-
are cool. Yep.
I do hope that the enemies did have a little more variety in terms of the character models. I'm on about like the regular enemies because you can tell it's just the same sort of concept from area to area, just a different skin
Yeah.
and different abilities. But I would have liked to see a bit more in terms of that because each area has like both creatures and
And
humanoids,
Yeah.
whether humans or otherwise. It's like, oh, they're the enemy with guns. They're the enemy. That's the creatures. Send out the little hound things first, and then the big ones.
Have you fought the vampire thing yet that comes at you and his chest explodes? Have you come to that yet? Those things.
Yeah, yes, I must have done. 'cause
Those
I
are my
finished the story.
favorite hard enemies.
I think I've done it. I'm not sure. So I'm off the mountain with the volcano, and I went to the next area. I was actually at the part where you go and I don't know who that girl is. I'm thinking it's his daughter, but I'm not sure or some shit. So I got to that part, and then they had the update where it screwed a lot of things, and I saw the patch notes, and I was furious, and I was like, "Bloop, delete." Put a nasty tweet on Twitter to them about it, and I was furious, and then I started Control. So
what if you start
Control
the game?
is great. Control is great. I
started
platinumed
Control.
that game. I platinumed that game.
So,
Live,
Steven,
it
what
was
character
great.
would you recommend starting the game as if you haven't started out right yet?
I went Trickster because if I was going to go into the co-op, I would want to be able to heal my teammates as well as myself. But it's all up to you. You got the Pyromancer. Like each class has 3 subclasses in a skill tree, like the Final Fantasy X style.
So you can really branch out.
I'd personally say go I think it's Ranger, is it? Or the general purpose one, because until they repatch the game to make Devastator a viable class in Endgame, it's no use of time putting all the time and effort just to get to Endgame to realize, it's not the best for what you need it to do. Like, it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Devastator is so much fun to play because you can use your abilities and basically go face to face with the enemies, and you can get right down to almost gone, and then if you've got your mods and abilities stacked, you can just kill one of the low tier enemies, get health back, and then just punch like a truck essentially. So it is a lot of fun, but until they repatch the game and fix Devastator class, I wouldn't advise going that way.
Yeah, because then you have to start over with another class, right? If you want to.
Yeah.
Well, is
exactly,
the server down? Is the server down again, Steven?
No, it just takes that. Sometimes it just does that. So what I do is I just do the network reconfig, right?
Yeah.
That's why now I've learned not to start the broadcasting at the start game mode. I wait till I actually see the character select.
Yeah. I do the sniper with the necromancer or whoever it. The one that does the sniper and stuff. You can do sniper in all of them, but
I didn't choose that, but yeah, you got it too.
How are you streaming it?
I have a video cap card stuck to my PlayStation, stuck to my computer.
I've got a capture card in my computer. So,
yeah.
Have you got the Elgato one?
No, I have a cheesy $20 one that I got off Amazon.
Okay.
It works fine.
Is that the USB stick one or?
No, it's a small rectangular one. I paid $20 for.
Yeah, one of the cheap ones on Amazon works good. Yeah.
I spent the big dollar.
Lucky you.
Mine's the Elgato 4K60 Pro. It's the PCIe card.
Yeah. You went all out.
So basically anything with a HDMI port, I can plug it in, stream it, or record it.
So night, Dickie. Have a good one.
Take care, Retro.
Dudes. Yeah, night, dudes.
Oh, is she hitting you on the head, brother?
Yeah, frying pan at the ready, mate. All right, then.
Okay.
All right, dudes. Take care, everyone.
Okay.
Great to see you.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you when you wake up.
Yeah,
I'll
cheers,
talk to you when you wake up for work,
Awesome.
brother.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great talking to you.
Take care.
It's gonna be a dick. I gotta close the game and restart.
I wonder who's going to get in first.
I'll go fuck yourself.
I'm thinking the servers might be down.
Well, if I get in, for mine it's saying signed in, so, but it's still got the loading icon, so it could be down, or not. We'll see.
Wow.
So how do you run that stream? So the output goes into that streaming box under your PC and then out to the monitor, or how does it?
Which one are you talking to?
Well, either one of them. Yep. You just.
Let's just say HDMI card goes to the graphics, to the external capture card. So it's plugged into the TV. It's plugged into the PlayStation, and then it's USB plugged into the computer.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep. So that's not too tough to hook up. Yep.
No, it's not. I can't, like you've heard, I like disability a lot. I can't afford like Elgato.
All I use is just.
It's probably a lot of it's the same chips and electronics. It's just the factory. Elgato's got a great brand name, but they just a lot of the stuff.
If anyone
is
wants to buy me one, go for it. You can do it right now. You know. But as you
Well,
see,
yeah, video
World
cards are
Tier
like
14.
impossible to buy now. It's like I was looking online for video cards. Someone was
Oh,
was
that's because
babbling.
everybody's
yeah.
snapping them up because everybody's in their houses still. You know.
Yeah. 1660, even a 1060 will do you good. Just get like a 6 gig and you're good.
Yeah, like
But,
webcams were impossible to get for almost a year. And then like I gave my daughter my my microphone for school, so I had a nice Blue Yeti USB mic. And then I'm like, I couldn't buy another one, so I finally found a UM2 Baron. I have an XLR mic now, but it's actually probably sounds better than the Blue Yeti. But you couldn't buy them. It was like which is understandable, but it was going crazy trying to find stuff.
It is. It gets crazy as shit.
This
I'll
is the
have to
legendary
read-
that I said.
That's the sidearm I'm looking for. Yeah, this is the one I got right there. And then if I go
Wait,
up,
can you drop stuff to other people like in Borderlands?
no, I am not. No.
Oh.
I've got the cannonball helmet. You said you got some of the cannonball gear pieces.
I have the gloves and the chest piece.
Yeah.
The helmet looks like Star-Lord, but that's a nice one.
I don't have any of that crap because I never got a legendary yet, and I'm already.
Dude,
like,
it took me
halfway
till the
through
end of the game to get this shit.
Oh, it took you to the
same.
end of the game to get a legendary?
To get most of my legendaries, yeah, I didn't get any legendary armor till the end of the game.
This is the helmet I'm running right now.
Looks like Dr.
Like
Doom. Cool.
Yeah.
But hold on, where's the dude? If I'm gonna go,
I like. See, there was a chance for me to buy that one, Ash.
What was that, Jed?
Oh wait,
There's a chance for me to buy that helmet, but I didn't have enough. So. I'll have to re-download it.
There's the whole world
Steven.
map too. Yeah, no problem.
I haven't started any of the expeditions yet.
Yeah.
So I think that's why yours is a bit different.
What tier are you on, Steven?
World Tier 14.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit, I would get destroyed. I keep it at 3 because I was having problems, and everything else. So. Because
when we were talking about world design, just like,
go ahead.
You see that? I'm just showing it. It's like,
yeah, and here's the thing, and I said this, I do agree with a ton of stuff they did in the game, but, and I don't know why game devs don't understand this. You don't do extreme nerfs in a video game if the video game is doing well. I do not understand game devs do if the video game's doing well, everybody's liking it. All of a sudden they're like, hey, they listen to the 1% that bitches usually most of the time, and then the other 98% were like, please do not do this. And if they listen to the fucking 1%, that's the reason why these nerfs came around. They listened to the 1% that bitched them out.
So what happened? People are pissed because the Devastator class was too good, and
and then they nerfed a bunch of the guns and the abilities too. They listened to the fucking 1% that bitched and moaned. The other 98% didn't want any of this shit to happen. So.
Because they're losing other players, so they got pissed off, right? It was the controller's fault, or it was
Oh yeah, and then that's the thing, and it's just like Star Trek or Star Wars. Right?
Well, I was talking about Sea of Thieves before. They had some of the like Pace was playing and Summit, and they kept saying Xbox players couldn't compete with PC players. So then they went on and were playing with their Xbox, with Xbox controller, and they were smoking everyone. It's like because they're such good players. It wasn't all these players like. You're cheating, or it's the controller, or this, or this.
Oh yeah,
that's they're just really good players.
I just don't understand it. Like,
now, this I was talking about earlier with the world tier system, for the expeditions is different. You actually have to play on the harder tiers who actually earn the next tier.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
know. I
time.
noticed that because I was watching a video on YouTube about it.
You
they
you
said-
would have got 3 legendaries just for getting to 2 legendaries just for getting to tier 14.
Yep. It's an experience, and it's like they nailed the things that happen. I can live with because they'll always readjustments. Right? It's not the end of the world.
Well,
But they
yeah,
gave a
I
great
was just, I
story.
was
No, I'm not
just
saying you.
curious at the time. Yeah.
But like, look at
Hey,
this. Look at that. Look at
It's,
this.
it's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wild. Anyone want to play Atari with me?
Does it run Fortnite?
Can it run Destiny?
It's got 4 colors.
Oh.
Yeah.
A whole full colors.
Four
Oh my
colors,
God,
yeah.
let's do it.
And two voices. Yep.
I usually tell people what I was doing. I just wanted to go through the story, and I was going to come back and do the side quests. I did do some of the side quests, the ones that looked interesting, but then I was like, I just want to get through the story because they keep, and it's not a bad thing. They keep throwing side quests in there. That's a good thing. But I just wanted to go through the story and then come back, you know?
Yeah.
So, because they
I'm gonna get
said,
my ass
a lot
kicked.
of people said that you should go, like, when you get the artifacts from Earth, they said skip all that until after you beat the story, because when you do that, you'll get better shit. You'll get, like, legendaries and stuff. So,
Yeah, that's mostly what I did, so I wouldn't get stuck just constantly dying at the same point every time rather than fine.
yeah.
I just wanted to just play smoothly through the whole story first.
Steven, wasn't this the part where you were stuck on the other day?
No, that was the gates. Yeah, but what were? Come on, and
You were furious about that shit the other day.
because
I
I
saw
kept getting
Well, I was watching you a couple days ago, Steve. It was last week. I can't remember, but you were like, there's one boss. I don't remember which one it was, and you killed the first level, and you went to another level, and then if you died on that second level, you had to go back and kill the
that
other
was
boss.
the final boss. Yeah,
Well,
I
that
was like,
was-
what the?
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, oh god.
So, Explorer, we kind of answered your question right there, brother. So just do the main story, then come back for the side quests. You know, because you'll get better gear because you're leveled up and stuff.
And
The-
plus,
the
they
ma-
kind of act like post-game content in a other sense.
Yeah. I don't mind those creatures right there, Steven. Those, I can take those down with my pistols. I use pistols. I love those damn things.
I rarely ever touch my pistols.
Well, I got a pair of pistols that are infinity, you know, but I have them set up the way they are. They just destroy fuckers, and it's unlimited ammo. So I was just like, No problem, Explorer. It's cool, brother. But yeah, that looks like a shitstorm right there, dude.
Yeah, do you want to make Fat Steven's screen bigger so we're not all just looking at like the bottom
Yeah.
right corner of the screen?
Oh, the reason why I did that is because you were doing it too, Ash. So I had it like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll go and put it back on so we can all play together and some shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing, the graphics. Yeah, 'cause I remember the first online game, I'm dating myself, I ever played was a Genie Network, which is GE. And there was like a Mech Warrior game. And it was the very first 3D online game. And or one of the very first. And it would take like 3 or 4 or 5 hours to download over, the old modem. So I remember I told my sister, like, whatever you do, don't pick up the phone after, like 10 p.m. or whatever.
That's how hard it is.
Yeah.
The animations, also the animations lock up too, so it gets even.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
DD.
do.
As soon as the video games
Wow.
pop up, DD appears. It's like a wild DD.
Yeah, ADD, welcome, brother.
But I was just showing out what the handgun done because the lightning is coming out with the handgun. But you get 3 retries.
Oh, did you get the mine mod along with the mine mod along with the what was it?
I was say yes.
Plasma mod? They said
Uh,
that's a like a devastating combine right there on the guns.
I think so. I had a sidearm that would not only do burn, but it was the dual sidearms, but it would also do burn, but it would also drop the explosives around the kill, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, like I love my sidearms, like, and I won't go for any of the other stuff. I gotta have the 2 pistols. I'm like, because sometimes they'll get on your ass like that.
So you can play this co-op too, or you have to be
Yeah, you
man
can
co-op,
you
yeah.
could play, with like an expedition like this. You could do a co-op, right?
Yeah, and the whole campaign if you wanted to.
Here's the thing I don't get. They only let you play with 3 players, but there's 4 classes, and I never understood that bullshit. Like, why would you only let people? There's 4 classes, but they only let you have 3 players? Does that make sense whatsoever?
Well, they're limited by computing power. I don't know, but yeah, you'd think you'd have every class.
Yeah, because on Borderlands, there's 4 classes and you can have 4 players. You know, so
What's that old time arcade game? The old D&D game they had that was a 4-player. So the magic user and the fighter and the So you had each class. Yeah, it was really cool to have.
I whenever I play a game, I usually do range or a good combination or a close up and range. So
have you got the Phantom Dash mod? Any of you?
No, not yet. So I was still like I was going through stuff and redoing it.
Let me just go back to all of us again.
Yeah, there's definitely a fucking latency.
Ouch.
Whatever they did, it's not about me dying now. It's the reload animations won't always.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Steven, this is the reason why I got so bloody upset.
I'm not mad. That's the whole thing, though. It's the fact that the reload animations double themselves sometimes.
They screwed up some of the animations. I noticed, and somebody else that I was talking to noticed that they screwed, like, it was just
you can't focus on it. If you let the one thing ruin your fun, you're not going to learn how to get over past nerves and find a different build. Like, that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I know. And I've had to do that several times in Borderlands 3, where I've had a perfect build, and then they come in and just nerf everything. So you gotta go and get another build. So
okay, I need to ask something. Is all that yellow stuff texture glitching? So, see, look at it on the legs.
I saw that before. Yes, yep, yeah, that was a glitch. Yep,
yeah, that's one of the new glitches that I got told that is new.
Before I was having it over the whole character model, not just the legs.
I was like, "Is that special armor you got on your right leg there?" I was like,
yeah. Oh well, this is what Phantom Dash does. So it's allows you to just zip around, and you can actually just go through enemies as well.
Kind of like the Flash.
And you can't go through objects. But
yeah.
And I've got it on my boots.
But yeah, I was just like, oh.
It shouldn't be doing 2 animations every time for reload.
No, it shouldn't. And that was another thing I seen. Because I was playing and I was like, okay, they screwed up the animation. How did you do that? So I was just like, oh. And I noticed when you went to go reload on the pistols or something, it was an extra reload instead of just 1, too. So I was just like, why? How did that come into existence? You know? I was wondering that might be a bug because we all know how Cyberpunk is, right? So I was just like, okay, maybe they, screwed up like they did on Cyberpunk, because they try to fix something and then they would screw up even more. Well, here's the thing: the Devastator is right now Explorer. They destroyed it. Like, they devastated the Devastator, like, literally. There is no way, unless you figure out a really good build, to use the Devastator in in-game right now. Like, so it's, I don't know what to say. It's frustrating. But, Borderlands has been doing this too, so. Oh, and I'm waiting for when they bring the cartel back to Borderlands so they can nerf, like, my favorite gun, because they did that to the wedding party or sniper rifle that I had that would one-shot things. And then when the Valentine's Day thing happened this year, they nerfed the fuck out of it so bad that it takes like 4 or 5 shots to take somebody down. Like, you could usually headshot him in one shot. It would usually take about 2 to 3 shots to take somebody down with the sniper. They nerfed it so bad it takes 45 shots, even if you're shooting them right in the head. And that's the shit I'm talking about. I don't know if devs understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that.
Well, they don't want to be able to finish the game that quickly, or what's the? I mean, if you
I don't know. It's
or
just,
is it like player versus player stuff that's not?
No,
not
it's
enough,
okay. Borderlands like this. A lot of people play single player and then they get in there with your friends.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. Borderlands is basically a single player. It doesn't go online. Like, you don't basically go online. Everything that you get is basically downloaded. So this is an always online game. So you can't play this offline. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you get the patches and everything else from Borderlands 3 and then the updates, you can play that offline. Okay? So that's the thing I don't understand.
Yeah, it's not like a play balance thing. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not a play balance. And we said this. We think the devs just do shit just to fuck with people sometimes. So.
Yeah.
You're in the forest and you don't have another character explorer.
I'd recommend just to keep playing with Devastator, because Devastator is only pretty bad when you get to the end game.
Yeah, in the end game.
And if you play through everything in the game before end game, there's so much content there that hopefully they would have patched it by the time you get to.
But here's the thing. They screwed up their what do you call it? Their text and stuff so bad that it takes 2 to 3 times as long, because you don't do the damage you used to do on the Devastator. And then even before then, the Devastator was putting out some good damage, but it wasn't the highest tier of it was Trickster, and it was the class I play. Those were the 2 highest damage characters. But then they go and they made the Devastator even worse. They screwed the Trickster, and they screwed with mine, but they didn't touch the Inferno class, the Fire class, which is weird. So I was just like, okay. So you basically nerfed the 3 most popular ones, and I don't understand that shit, dude. I just don't. So, and I always say this: instead of nerfing shit, why don't you raise the thing that you know is bad? Raise that up. you know. And I got to give the Borderlands 3 devs props from this. After a while, they actually learn. They still do fuck up a lot. I gotta admit that, but they're learning that, okay, we can't just keep nerfing shit, because like the Borderlands 3 community, if you fucking nerf like some build or some shit that people love, or their guns or some shit that took them like hours and hours to get, you know, they will go off on them. Like, and I've seen numerous people go off about this. I was one of the people that went off, and I was just furious. You know, so.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, if you put all that time in upgrading a weapon or whatever, and then they nuke or nerf it on you, then you're.
And there's another thing on here. There is a lot of stuff they don't tell you. You just got to learn out. You got to figure it out for yourself. Like, it's, yeah. Do you agree with that one, Steven?
To a degree.
Yeah, to a degree, yeah. So, Explorer, if you want to make a new character, you can skip past the, you know, that the tutorial, but you'll have to go all the way through the game again. So, still play your class. If like Ash said, it's not until end game where they really screw you, because you need that time and stuff. Like, and somebody actually put out a video. Was it Open World Games or somebody? They had a screenshot of how much damage and stuff it put out before, and then they had the screenshot of how much they put out afterwards, and they just nuked it like 200%. Like, and it was just like, it's like
once you finish the story, you can go back and do all the side stuff and all the hunts and the assassinations and stuff like that. And I'd say in tandem, try out the expeditions, but because Devastator class has gotten nerfed. Expeditions will be shit.
Extremely nerfed. Not just nerfed, extremely nerfed. So much so that it broke them. Like, there are a bunch of things that are broken in this game that do not make sense. Like,
but hopefully what you're saying, though, they'll fix. I mean, I can't imagine if a class you can't finish the game with them, and that's really broken. I mean, so hopefully they'll fix it, because I would think.
Well, here's a. What did you say, Steven?
100K crit right there.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If you can figure out how to, like, stock them, and this is the thing, they didn't think that, and I don't understand why game devs don't understand it. The game devs started nerfing the mods because people were figuring out how to put the mods together to do the most maximum damage. There was even one where people actually figured out to have infinity ammo on I think my class. Or I think you could do it on all the classes, so they nerfed the fuck out of that too. Like, there was a way that you could put 3, I think, what's the max, Steven? 3 mods on everything?
2 mods.
2 mods.
Isn't it 3 mods on legendaries, or is it still 2?
That's what I thought. I thought it was 3. Okay.
Oh, it's 2. Okay.
I've never got a legendary, so.
I have legendaries and I just forgot.
Yeah. But people have been figuring out how to, like, maximize and upgrade everything, and the devs didn't even think of that people would figure it out. It's kind of like the Borderlands 3. I will say, I'm like, that's the reason why I keep comparing it, because I was like, the devs act like the Borderlands 3 devs, and I was just like, like, really? Like, so. And the new DLC for Borderlands 3 is coming out soon, so they added a ton of new stuff into Borderlands 3. So, They actually added something that took them a year to put in because we've been asking them to put something in for about a year, and then Oh wow! On that class, you can have 2 turrets.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. We can only have 1 on ours.
We get none on ours.
That's because you're a devastator, dude.
Yeah, I know. That was the joke.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got to play this game tonight. It looks good, so I've been putting it off.
Oh, you gonna download it, dude?
I have it on my Xbox, but I just got to. I'm so bad with the gamepad. I got to hook up the keyboard and mouse. Hopefully, it'll work with that.
I gotta re-download it. Like, Mark, if you want to play tonight,
yeah, it'd be fun.
You know I'm up.
Yep.
And if Steven, you want to play tonight, if you're up, because I know.
have shows up the ass today. That's what I'm talking about. It's Sunday. I got multiple shows tonight.
Oh, I forgot.
I just
about
got
that,
the thing is the exhibition failed. Yeah, I get it. Go fuck yourself. You're gonna have to start from the beginning, aren't you? Because I'll just end it now. It's the fact that they don't give you when the enemies come at you all at once, the stun lock, and you can't heal. They don't give you the chance to heal. That's where my problem lies. They will hit you and then they will hit you again, but you're taking damage while you're already flying through the air.
And if there's if there's any snipers, the sniper can take you out in one hit. Too.
No, that doesn't happen for me.
Wow.
Well, you have to start from the start again.
Yep.
Man.
Every single time.
What
Yeah.
Oh, that would piss me off.
Oh God, no save points in there.
Not for expeditions. This is expeditions.
No, not for expeditions.
Wow.
You have to restart every single time. I will put it back on and Mark will play tonight, okay?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm watching Steven play. It looks good.
Well, you got to get past the because I don't know, Ash, how late you're gonna be up. So.
No, literally, I think if we wrap up the stream shortly, because I still haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah, I got my wife. My wife is telling me
it's like 11 p.m. as well. Yeah, it's like 11 p.m.
11 p.m. for dinner. That's late.
Yeah.
But
I mean, once I've had dinner at like midnight, so.
Yeah, you'll need to go get some sleep because don't you got to take your brother to?
Oh no, I did that today.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
But then you got to take
half tired.
You got to take your mom there too tomorrow, right?
No. She doesn't. She works from home on Mondays, so I have to take her to work tomorrow. But yeah.
I'll download this and put this back on. We'll all play. But you need to get past the tutorial so you can play. You got to go past that.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you can even play with anybody. So.
And also for crossplay, you have to enable crossplay in the settings.
Yeah.
It's not available straight out the gate.
Well, he's on Xbox, so he's.
Yeah, I'm on Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you wants to play with
you have to enable
Steven,
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you have to play with Fat Steven. He's on PlayStation. So
yeah, for
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it's been awesome.
We can end
being out with everybody. The wife is knocking.
Okay. Send me a message. Send me a message.
Well, I'll finish that tutorial. I'll finish that tutorial first, and then
Then send me a message on
Twitter, right?
Either on Twitter or something. Okay, or on Facebook or whatever. You know, Facebook Messenger would be easier because I always get those. So.
And hail to DD and everyone who came by. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody. Everybody, I just like, Explorer, DD, let me see.
We had Friley.
Fry, yeah. Let me see.
Normie.
Lord Thoth. Like everybody, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody that everybody that came along. Thank you, Steven.
Okay.
So
you don't need my approval, bro. I just like having fun with you guys. Plus, you laugh at my jokes, so at least there's someone out there that does.
I know. So, We're signing off for now. See you, Barry. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
And
Catch you later.
and don't forget to like. Oh, before that, Steven, do you want to say what you're gonna be doing next week?
Nah, just same as I always do. Games,
Okay.
streams, and hanging out with people. Like you
Okay.
can find me anywhere. But
Yeah.
Sub to my channel. Just I need to get monetized. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Okay.
Everybody go sub and like
Yeah, all
watch his
7
videos so
people.
you can get monetized.
No,
yeah.
hit-
my
hit-
hours are done.
And hit that like button because we only got 4 likes. That's nuts. Wow.
Dude, I don't. We at one
Can't worry
time
about it, but yeah, that's just
we had 16 and it was rising. I just
that's all right, but don't worry about it. But just
The
yeah.
more you
we had
focus
a
on it,
fun
the worse.
time. So yeah, we had a good time. So
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. So we know people are
So-
watching and listening. So
Yeah.
so maybe the
So-
Sears catalog drove down the likes. We didn't show enough of the
Actually,
underwear.
that I saw when you busted out with Sears catalog, the viewers went up. So it wasn't bad. The minute you put it away, like 4 people left. So I know it wasn't that. We gained like 10 people the minute you busted out with the catalog. So I know the catalog's good. So
All right, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Appreciate it. It's great being on with you guys.
okay. Well, thank you everybody. Appreciate it.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone. Take care
Take
and
care.
thanks for coming.